Honestly. Anyways, basically what I was saying is I'm bored, there's nothing new to cover, so I'm gonna make content out of my old content because I have nothing better to do and I have a lot of lore to share. And also, all the newcomers, all the new little fucking freaks in my chat, you guys can learn with me, okay? We can look at what 15-year-old me and 18-year-old me was up to back in like 2019, 2022, I think, alright? Now look. So, first of all, we have this lovely document. I didn't make it, by the way. I didn't make it, but I made a copy of it. Do you guys remember the 2019 SASHLEY drama and shit like that? Dude, my fucking microphone keeps disconnecting. But anyways, if any of you guys remember the 2019 SASHLEY drama or whatever the hell, when I made like a super shitty rant video, I mentioned, because I was a little soy kid and I like to make vent animation memes, I was like, guys, I wasn't the only one involved. Why are you guys all going after me? Stop! There's this evil man named Gabe. Well, a few months ago, Gabe actually got back in contact with me and he gave me a document about his side of the story. And if any of you guys actually paid attention to what was going on and what I was talking about, he was the one who was feeding me evidence and stuff like that, the one who tried to give me a god complex and shit like that. So I made a copy of that. So, we're gonna read it, okay? We're gonna read it. How can you guys not fucking hear? No, you guys can hear. You guys can fucking hear. We're gonna read it. Yeah, I can hear myself. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not muted. I am not muted. I'm not muted. Alright? Anyways, let's read this. Okay. To start, I wish to make something painfully clear, as a lot of misinformation has been spread because of Lucas and some other parties. I was 17 when the SASHLEY situation was in full swing. I have a late birthday, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. In the beginning phases of the SASHLEY situation, I became friends and enemies with Toxicai. When I was around 15, he groomed me and got nudes for me, which is... when we met each other again, I sincerely wanted to hurt him, so I stayed around for information. During this time, I also befriended a lot of his girlfriends. All of them were minors, and helped them leave Toxicai in private. This was a year into my relationship with Zeke. Through Toxici, I was invited to an old UTTP server where I met Noodles. I believe his name is James. I don't remember why, but he connected with me fairly quickly, possibly to mess with Toxici, and DM'd me privately. One day, James changed his status and profile picture to something concerning. I don't remember what, but I DM'd him asking if he was okay. This is how I got informed about SASHLEY and their relationship. Ponder has made it apparent to talk about another party possibly pulling the strings out of spite. This person was James? Okay, so I guess I was wrong, because I always thought that Ponder was talking about Gabe. But if you don't know who James or Noodles is, I guess, that was SASHLEY's boyfriend at the time. Real piece of work. He still sticks around. He still comments on my stuff. I find it funny. From my understanding, Jayleet groomed SASHLEY to get into a relationship with her, and James got very upset because he believed this to be cheating. I didn't know about this until after the video was released, the grooming part. I also was entirely clueless of Jayleet's age and SASHLEY's. I don't know if I believe that. When James told me about his relationship with Ash, I became very remorseful given my situation with Zeke. The cheating, backstabbing, and weird kink stuff hit me in a soft place and caused me to just believe everything he said because of my terrible circumstances. We would voice call together and he would cry on camera about the situation. I felt very bad for this situation and I wanted to help. I told my friends, the people Zeke allowed me to talk to, about it. This was how you got informed. Moi. Me. The main character. No, just kidding. From my perspective, Zeke told me to talk to you, and since I was completely isolated by Zeke's abuse, I opened up to you about what James told me. I didn't realize you were 15 at the time. Zeke never told me your age, which makes sense given his grooming behaviors he refuses to acknowledge. If I knew you were 15, I wouldn't have been in contact with you. I saw you as a little sibling, sure, but Jesus fucking Christ, I didn't know you were that young. A lot of my past fuck-ups involve me being neglectful by not checking profiles and not being aware of those around me. I've since changed this behavior accordingly. This is around the time stuff turns blurry for me because James traumatized me when we got into contact. I acknowledge that I pressured you into making the Ash video, which is true. And yet none of you motherfuckers believed me! But yeah, you got fucking confirmation there, alright? Anyways, blah 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 blah. Once Ash's friend came into the situation and made it worse by encouraging the community to attack her, I got sick of it. I believe this friend was also friends with Streamline Workshop and had a video made on them. That would be Canevius. If you do remember seeing the most toxic person in the art community from Streamline, that's who they were talking about. They were involved with the SASHLEY script. Okay, you're lost. So is Noodles a weirdo? Yeah, kind of. I don't know. Hopefully he's better now, but fucking hell. Anyways, I was so terrified of James killing himself that I didn't read over the script you gave me. I wanted it uploaded as quickly as possible. I'm sorry. Which, like, I'm kind of confused. I don't know if that's the truth or not. Maybe they're not remembering it, but I remember giving them access to the SASHLEY script, you know, for this dog shit video, right? And Kenny, and I don't remember if there's anybody else who edited the script at the time, you know, told me what segments to add. They made their own segments. They wrote their own segments, blah, 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 blah. It was a very shitty script. A lot of people were involved, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. James made it sound like everyone in the community would call me a murderer or worse. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I caused someone to commit suicide. I was only a teen and I felt like my life was going to be ruined because I couldn't get the video out fast enough. When the video got uploaded and Ponder started to look through the situation, Toxici got my Discord account suspended. He was jealous of James and I being friends. I'm guessing James informed Toxici about us being friends behind his back to make sure no one knew of his involvement with the situation, even though most of the screenshots against Ash were from his DMs with her, that absolute snake. This was by far the most traumatic experience I've ever had in this community. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier, but after my breakup with Zeke, it felt like you hated me. Everyone believed Zeke over me and I had no one. I got closer to Garbage. If you guys remember Garbage from Birdie Drama and stuff like that, she was involved with Zeke, or not Zeke, oh my god, she was a 28-year-old, I believe, back in 2019. She was involved with me and Zeke. Oh my god, why do I keep saying fucking Zeke? I'm gonna crash out. She was involved with me and Gabe. Not a good person. Fucking pedophile. She was the one who listened. I was throwing myself to my groomer as a form of self-harm for what occurred. Everyone believed that I just randomly went apeshit against Ash one day instead of fighting it. I pretty much welcomed it. Anything to harm myself for the secret seemed enough. No one will get mad at you or Ash if they believe I'm some sociopath, right? Abused, becoming the abuser. James got away with what he did during this situation and continued to manipulate Ash. I don't know if she's been informed about his involvement, but this situation is triggering for me. It's been hard to even try to contact people about it because so much shit piled up and it's so much to explain. My past in the art community was very embarrassing and downright traumatizing. I hate this community with all my being, and I'm sorry for everything you endured. Even though my intentions were good, my actions hurt you and a lot of people around me. I can't apologize for that enough. I'll never forgive James for what he posted publicly about Ash and manipulating me to hurt you because he was too much of a pussy to make a drama video himself. He's a piece of shit. My anger was justified. It wasn't my intention to make it look like I was placing the blame on someone else back then. I was wronged, and throughout all that wrong, I hurt people I cared about. The Zeke thing was just a double whammy. I couldn't tell anybody about what happened without my reputation, making my experience invalid. Again, I'm sorry for all of this, and I hope you properly recover from this hellstorm of a teenage retard bullshit, Gabe. I decided to add this to keep you on more stuff. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't need to read the rest of that, alright? Anyways, what do we think? A little bit of lore. Also, yes, Garbage, Ashfur, Garbage was the person who encouraged Birdie to make I Dropped My Tortilla, or Tortilla, whatever the fuck. It was called Tortilla at the time, right? They were that person. I'm pretty sure she groomed Gabe during the time. I wouldn't say she groomed me, but she was very obsessive in a way, and she would constantly, like, DM me and shit like that and try to drag me away from the community. Encouraged me to isolate myself from the community and stay with my abuser, claiming that your abuser was right, and his worries are justified. But anyways, let's look at the shitstorm that, you know, these people, me, and the other people caused, because, you know, why not? Also, we've got Smirnoff, and we've got a Buzzball, and we've got more Smirnoff in the fridge for later, but I don't really care to drag that out right now, so.
Before I list the rest of the disclaimers, please note that if you're sensitive to the topic of child porn, pedophilia, mental abuse, and other...
Alright. I know why I didn't use my voice back then, because, you know, I didn't have a mic, or at least I don't think I did. It was either I didn't have a mic, or I was too shy to actually, you know, use my voice, because, oh my god, people say that I sound like a T-slur, so I don't want people on the internet calling me one. Well, too bad you are one anyways.
For upsetting things, then you should click off of this video. Hello, before you scroll down to post a comment, I'm talking to you. White Knights, please take time to watch this video and think thoroughly about this situation, and don't harass others who don't agree with you. And please don't go witch hunt people in this video. You can if you want to, but I highly advise against doing that.
That is such a fucking retarded statement to make. First of all, I know I was like 15, right? But how are you gonna sit there and make a whole ass rant video about someone and be like, don't harass them? But you can if you want to. But I advise against that. Like, I fully disavow, by the way. I disavow. Fucking evil.
That this is not an attack on anybody. And please, for the love of God, don't fucking dox her. Doxing people is unacceptable and illegal. If I find out you've doxed her, I won't hesitate to report you. SASHLEY is a child. I don't care how much you hate her. She doesn't need to be doxed. She simply needs help and guidance. Alright, so let's begin.
Okay, first of all, can we just analyze this absolute peak fucking art style? We've got a little bit of chest fur right there, a little fat tumor of a tit. An ear that's fully covering up the fucking shoulders, a shoulder that goes out here and then somehow sinks in, whatever the fuck this is, whatever the nose job is, whatever the fucking horns are, this doesn't even line up. I look like an ape.
SASHLEY is a popular YouTuber known for their animation memes, and she currently has almost 500k.
Yeah, no, the fucking Birdie influence was pretty crazy. If you looked at the Toastify video, which I'm not gonna cover, I've already seen it. I reviewed the script and shit like that when it was like a work in progress for my part and some other things, right? Oh my fucking god. If you remember what happened in the segment of my part of the Birdie video that Toastify made, blah, 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 blah. He mentions how, like, the SASHLEY drama was actually how I came into contact with Birdie, which is true. Because, you know, people were like, oh my god, this person's, like, literally Hitler. Also, they're literally a Birdie clone. And I was, like, soying out, being like, I'm not Birdie. Our art stylers aren't even that familiar. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Subscribers.
But yeah, that's how I
She's
came in
also
contact
known
with the
for
bird
being
bitch.
in a lot of drama, such as the casual Susan drama, and other things, which I went into detail about in my other video. But just in case you want to hear the information again, then here. Let's talk about the casual Susan situation. We all know about the art style / copy.
Okay, alright. I remember this gay little drama, okay? For those of you who don't know anything about, like, animation meme community lore and shit like that. So, Casual Susan was the one who had the original SASHLEY art style, or whatever the fuck. And there were a bunch of people pussying out, making, like, rant and awareness videos and documents, being all like, oh my god, SASHLEY stole Casual Susan's art style, and SASHLEY doxed Casual Susan, and a bunch of, like, gay shit that didn't have any actual valid evidence, and a bunch of, like, stupid art style character theft arguments that nobody really gives a shit about anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a birdie stream again. Don't worry, Dito Skeeto. I swear off of it. Unless something fucking huge like the bird bitch comes back. Not touching it. Because I don't care. I don't care.
But what some people don't know is what happened after Susan hit 100k subscribers. For some reason.
Oh, by the way, this isn't the only SASHLEY drama video we're going over. I know Ponder took a gander at these two as well. This was actually my better SASHLEY video in 2022, right? But it had a soy little part 2 where I was just like, I'm sorry. You know what? We'll get into that later.
SASHLEY and her gang decided to mass report / flag her.
This is the fucking proof I was talking about, by the way. Oh my god, this shows that, SASHLEY supports doxing and harassing Susan. I don't even know what the fuck this says other than just report her fucking video, blah, 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 blah. I don't know why. I get it, you know, I was 15, right? But how the fuck are you gonna put evidence like this in a call-out video? Who the fuck can read that? I know I can't, and I'm blind. A lot of people who have better eyesight than me can't read that at all
her
either.
Channel and her videos, which SASHLEY later admitted to doing. This scared Susan and
also note how there's like no fucking evidence at
made
all
her
presented.
furious.
It's just
Susan
like...
ended up moving channels due to this and other personal reasons. Susan did horrible things because of SASHLEY stealing her popularity and taking her friends with false.
Susan did horrible things because SASHLEY stole her popularity and her friends. Presents no fucking evidence. Also, you can't steal somebody's popularity. Like, sure, you can copy the way they make content, copy their flow and shit like that, sure, whatever, but even that's not a crime. Who gives a shit? It's how this site works, you know? The text-to-speech is not iconic. It's not fucking iconic.
False accusations of self-harm, suicide, and suicidal thoughts against Susan to make her look bad. Susan became suicidal and mean towards SASHLEY over this.
Oh my god, Susan became suicidal and mean.
Because of this, she and SASHLEY started harassing each other. Last year, SASHLEY leaked.
Also, I don't know how anybody sat through like 11 minutes of this. There's nothing even going on. It's just a retarded looking furry with like some sort of tumors growing out the side of their fucking cheeks and chest and shit. No music in the background, nothing going on screen other than the same, like, what, 3 emotes looped over and over and over again?
Susan's school and face. Also, this hasn't been the first time she went after Susan's channel. She got Toxic to help last year. If you'd like to know about this and more, simply Google SASHLEY Drama Wiki or scroll to my other rant video. Also, if you can't understand the text...
Yeah, I did, John. I saw the drawing. I actually accidentally left my PC on, and so when I came back home, it was on Dicker's server, and then I saw some fucked up MS Paint portrait of him. Amazing stuff, actually. It's not fucked up. I love it. Keep drawing. I love you, John. Text-to-speech.
I'll post the script in the comments section.
Ash,
if you can't see
genuinely,
the
how did you think any of this was good?
Google...
But then again, I'm a hypocrite. I'm the one who fucking made it. So I guess I shouldn't blame you. We were all like 14, 15 anyways.
Docs link in the description that contains everything you need to see. Now, I'd like to talk about some...
Hold on, is the document still here? Oops. Link hidden. Oh. You know what? I think I remember what that, that fucking paste bin is. I'm not gonna look at that. That was like the DDLG fan fiction that I was like, oh my god, this is problematic. You shouldn't be writing about fucking your daughter. And then it turns out we don't even know who actually made it. There's a bunch of people involved. Like I said, all the evidence was fucking messy.
Some serious
None of it
shit.
made any sense
As
in the
you
long
know,
run
ever
anyways.
since I've posted the SASHLEY rant/awareness video, there's been a shitin of drama. People accused me of faking the screenshots and complained that the screenshot...
Oh! Shit. I just forgot something. Okay, so that actually wasn't my first SASHLEY video, right? Wasn't my first video. I had a video up before this, alright? I think it was called, like, SASHLEY Needs Help rant/awareness video. Hold on. It was actually a whole lot better. What the fuck? Hold up. I'm actually gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I have it somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. SASHLEY needs... Oh, found it. Okay. Oh, we're so back. We're so fucking back. Alright, we're back. We're fucking back. We're back. We're back. Look. I got this cool little thing. SASHLEY needs legit help. Awareness/rant video. Okay, so before watching, please note that the images didn't render out well, but they're like not fake. Noodles confirmed that all the screenshots are real. I even have a server that has better quality screenshots, so I'm gonna be making another rant video anyways. This was the original video that I think I took down because SASHLEY asked me to, but then we ended up working on a part 2 video for some fucking reason. I don't even remember.
List the rest of...
What the fuck is this? Please note that if you're sensitive to the topic of child porn, pedophilia, metal abuse, and other upsetting things, then you should click off this video.
The disclaimers. Please note that if you're sensitive to the topic of child porn, pedophilia, metal abuse, and other upsetting things, then you should click off of this video. Hello, before you scroll down to post a comment, I'm talking to you. White Knights, please take time to watch this video and think thoroughly about this situation, and don't harass others
But
who
then again, I was like a stupid
don't agree
fucking
with you.
15-year-old who had no idea what the hell I was
please
doing.
don't go witch hunt people in the...
Genuinely though, imagine like making your first commentary video and then you get raped by like half the community. Who all covered it? Spocter, Question Turkey, I think Nani, Ponder Sprocket, there was somebody else, but I forgot their name because they were kind of irrelevant.
This video.
But yeah,
you
there's a
can
lot of
if
people
you
with their
want
eyes
to,
on that
but
shit.
I highly advise against doing that. This is not an attack on SASHLEY, JLEE, or Needless. This is just to spread awareness of the situation going down in this community. If
you're a victim of child porn, please contact the right authorities and report it before it's too late.
Or anyone you know is a victim of pedophilia or anything else deemed illegal/inappropriate, such as grooming, death threats, or child porn, please contact the right authorities and or report them before it's too late. Also, I apologize if this rant is exactly well made. I've never really made one before. I also can't use my voice, so I have to use a text-to-speech bot. SASHLEY. I'm sure we all know who SASHLEY is at this point. She's a popular YouTuber known for their animation memes, who currently has more than 400,000 subscribers. She's also infamous for the whole SASHLEY and Casual Susan art style theft drama, which occurred I'm
gonna be for real. Because this video didn't get a whole lot of backlash or anything, or like a bunch of coverage, because, you know, I took it down and only had like, what, 5,000 views or some shit. I don't actually remember what the hell was in this. To be honest, the whole Nani drama is so stupid. Yeah, wasn't that the whole thing where it's like, oh my god, Nani didn't make a video during, what was it? I think it was like Black History Month or some shit like that, or was it when like Black Lives Matter, like that whole thing was going on and they didn't make a video about... Shit, actually, I think I remember. Okay, people got onto Nani because they were making videos about other things, but not making videos about the struggles of black creators or some shit like that? I don't even fucking know.
Long time ago.
Oh, Blacktober. Okay. Alright, okay.
That ever since that incident, there hasn't been any drama. That, my friends, is false. There's been a lot of drama, ranging from last year to now. And some of the drama is about extremely illegal things, such as child porn, grooming, and pedophilia. Alright.
Did you know that those 3 things are illegal? I didn't know that.
So, first off, let's talk about the Casual Susan situation. We all know about the art style/copying drama, but what some people don't know is what happened after Susan hit 100k subscribers. For some reason, SASHLEY and her gang decided to mass report /
Oh my
flag
god,
her
we're still
channel
using
and
this
her video.
fucking... Okay. Just report her fucking video for being underage. She doesn't deserve that 100K. She doesn't deserve anything good in life.
Videos which SASHLEY later admitted to doing. This scared Susan and made her furious. Susan ended up moving channels due to the...
Oh my god, Dad. This is honestly, this does feel like lost media. Not just because, you know, this video took me a while to actually even remember and shit like that and find. But also, look at the fucking screenshot quality. It's
and
amazing.
Other personal reasons.
And it's good to know. It's good to fucking know that I didn't learn from the fact that this didn't export or render properly. And I went ahead and I made that into my second video. I included those things in my second video about
Susan
SASHLEY.
did horrible
Amazing.
things because of SASHLEY stealing her popularity and...
Cal, that's how you're supposed to take a screenshot.
Taking her friends with false accusations of self-harm, suicide, and suicidal thoughts against Susan to make her look bad. Susan became suicidal and mean towards SASHLEY over this. Because of this, she and SASHLEY started harassing each other. Now that we've talked about the Susan situation, I'd like to...
I love how you just, like, talk about it. You know what? I'm gonna do this in third person, okay? I'm gonna act like that purple retard on screen ain't me. This is just another 15-year-old I'm having beef with. Just kidding, I don't really do that anymore. Unless... But anyways, editing the fucking photos with Microsoft filters. I think I made this with Movie Maker. I don't remember.
To talk about the toxic and horrible things that SASHLEY's done and the illegal things SASHLEY and JLEAT have done as...
Ah, yes, the illegal things that SASHLEY and JLEAT have done. SASHLEY is being groomed. We gotta fucking stone her, honestly. Like, tie that bitch up and beat her ass like she's a fucking piñata. Obviously, that's the logical thing to do with a 12-year-old who's with, like, what, a 17-year-old getting groomed? It's the kid's fault. Kill the fucking kid. Honestly, Brian Mullins would agree. Brian Mullins would love this video. Yeah, no, Astro John, this shit is actually AIDS.
Some of you may or may not know, SASHLEY is into DDLG, also known as Daddy Done Little Girdle.
What the fuck is that? Daddy Done Little Girdle.
DDLG is a lifestyle. You're basically living the life of the child, or being a parent to your little. DDLG stands for Daddy Done Little Girl. There's a daddy who cares for a...
My question is, why the fuck was I talking about DDLG? Why was I talking about DDLG when I was like 15, bro? And I remember, and I think like Ponder acknowledged this whenever she went over like my later videos about the SASHLEY drama back in like, what, 2022? When I was talking about why I was so biased in this part. Okay, I said I was gonna do a little bit of a lore drop, right? Alright, so hear me out. My daddy was a pedophile, right? But he was no ordinary pedophile. No. No. Guys, trigger warning for pedophilia mentions. Oh my god. My daddy liked diapers. I feel like he'd fuck with Susie Doodletones if I think about that. Yeah, he actually would. I don't know how to word this, but yeah, my dad, he liked diapers, alright? He liked being dressed up in diapers. It's okay. I went to therapy. Okay. Yeah, it's ew. It's ew. Okay, Goat, what has your dad not done? What kind of character arc did you go through? A lot. How does someone find this out about their dad? I didn't find out. Dog, I was like 4 years... Okay. You know what? I'll talk about it because I don't care. I don't care if people make fun of me for it because I'm gonna laugh with them. So, we lived on 3 acres of property, 30 minutes out in the country, away from society, in a retirement neighborhood, essentially, right? Right? We had a shed on one of our properties. My daddy, he took me to the shed, and he diddled me in the shed. And while he was diddling me, he would have me tie him up after he would strip down and put fucking adult-sized diapers on himself. Yeah, I had a very fucked up childhood, bro. I had a fucked up childhood, but it's okay because I find it funny. I remember when I was at like a... Yeah, It's okay. You can laugh. I'm being for real. I'm being for real, okay? All right? I cope through humor. Anyways, he would make me like talk. He would make me I can't say it. Anyways, blah blah blah. My dad was a fucking freak who was into DDLG. He wanted to act like a little boy, and he would strip down naked and put on diapers and like, I guess, stimulate himself. Until he did the thing. Yes, he's in jail, alright? He got sentenced in 2021. He's fine. He's in jail. But anyways, he liked diapers. Blah, 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 blah. I remember I was in, like, a mental hospital, and we were playing, like, this word game or some shit where it's like, whoever has the beach ball has to say a word. And when you toss the ball to another patient, they have to say something that's similar to the word. And some motherfucker said diapers, and they passed the ball to me. And you know what my dumbass said? My dad. And everybody just fucking looked at me while I was laughing my fucking ass off. And they're just like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. I went to therapy. I'm fine. Like, fucking hell. Would he poop in the diapers, bro? No. But he'd pee. He would pee in them. That motherfucker liked piss, too. He liked DDLG, bondage, diapers, and piss. He was like a fucked up pedophile. It was really funny.
A little who acts like a little girl. This is basically like pedophilia.
Did you have to touch it? I'm not fucking answering that question. I'm not answering that question. But anyways, like I said, that explains why I was so against like people I consider DDLG freaks for like fucking years. Now I'm just like, yeah, I think you're a freak. I think you're kind of weird, right? But like, you can keep that to yourself and I'll respect it. Just don't involve me in it, all right? I'm not gonna fucking kink shame. I'm not gonna kink shame. Do your own thing, but just know that I'm like, I think you're weird. I think you're weird.
Leah, SASHLEY has cheated several times during her relationships.
Anyways,
She
back to
even
the video.
faked the screen.
TLDR. My dumbass at 15 is all like, oh my god, do you guys remember the Casual Susan drama? I'm not gonna show you screenshots of that, by the way. The 2 screenshots I am gonna show you are all fucking distorted and weird and shit. Anyways, now that we've got that out of the way, by the way, SASHLEY's literally being groomed. But anyway, she cheated on somebody and shit-talked her partner. We're gonna ignore the fact that she got groomed, by the way. Obviously, I did not have my priorities, and, you know, I didn't have my priorities straight. But that's okay. That's fine. Who's the pedophile? My dad?
Shots she took about Moulton abusing her.
What the fuck is this? The glitchy stuff proves that the text was edited. It's hard to understand, but she faked the screenshots she took about... What the fuck is this supposed to mean? I can't read any of this. This is just a fucking bunch of gibberish. I feel like I found some sort of lost FNAF tape.
And she even tried to make Noodles look like a pedophile by telling everyone that he was.
What the fuck is this? Honestly, I should do this to cancel more people. I got a person on the internet I don't fucking like. Just take a bunch of screenshots, put a bunch of lines, apply some chromatic aberration to it. Boom. Amazing.
16 even though he was only 14
Wow. Forensically beta. I don't know what the fuck that's.
years old. She lied about his age. And sure, cheating is bad, but SASHLEY got involved with something really fucking illegal. She cheated on Noodles with her friend, Jayleet, a 17-year-old. He's now 18. It was illegal, regardless of the fact that he was 17. He was pretty much an adult. And she didn't even take the fact that she was cheating seriously.
She's being fucking groomed. Why was I so retarded? Yeah, this person's being groomed by like a fucking 17-year-old who's about to be 18 when she's like 12. And she's not taking the fact that she's cheating on her boyfriend with a groomer seriously. She's being groomed. What the fuck? Like, this is so stupid.
JLEET and SASHLEY had a daddy-dumb little girl relationship, and she often...
Good morning whenever you wake up. Hi, I love you. Oh my god, hi. Morning cuddles. I love you, baby. This is a 17-year-old and a 12-year-old, by the way. I genuinely want to kill myself.
Referred to him as Poppy or Daddy. Jayleet called her his maid and even went into detail talking about how he wanted to have sex with her. Now keep in mind, SASHLEY was 12 years old. She was not and still is not at the age of consent.
I'm honestly kind of confused as to where the fuck my priorities were. Because, like, I'm like 21 now. How long ago was that? 7 years ago? This is fucking insane. Oh my
At all,
God.
and J-Leet was 17. Now, who is J-Leet? J-Leet was Kitty Dog and Typh's boyfriend at one point. He was known to mentally abuse and manipulate girls into giving him what he wanted, and he was also into rape and other yucky shit. He even drew child porn of the Typh bootleg character, which Ashley favorited, which is pretty mess body.
I'm not gonna watch the rest of that. Let's get back to the actual one that blew the fuck up. Ignore that. Ignore that. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I don't know. I was 15. You fucking tell me. You fucking tell me, bro. Why is the one good screenshot type board? I don't fucking know.
Thoughts were fake and hard to read.
Fucking know.
People begged to see them in high quality.
Alright,
So,
no more
to
of that.
satisfy their demand, and to find more evidence, I opened up a screenshot and drama discussion server. I ended up having to make two of them due to the first one getting deleted. In the first one, when me and others confronted Ashley, Nudeless, and JLEAD about the cheating drama, they all seemed to turn on each other. Ashley kept defending herself and JLEAD, while Nudeless kept accusing and admitting that Ashley and JLEAD cheated.
Oh, there's Kenny. There's Kenny. There's Kenny. That motherfucker was crazy.
Eventually,
Kenny wanted my boyfriend's Simtex at the time. Like, genuinely. It was fucking weird. I had, like, M-Cup. I had Kenny. I don't know what they actually... Wait, do they go by, like, Naomi now? But yeah, no, there's, like, a whole thing where they're like, oh my God, I want to fuck your boyfriend. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird.
JLEAD and Ashley left, while Nudeless stayed and provided us with information about what went down between him and JLEAD.
Garbage. She told me she wanted to be forgotten, so give her that wish. I do hate her guts, but seriously. Ash cheated on me. J-Leet cringe pedophile. There we go. What else do you want explaining? Someone literally asked who Garbage is, and so we answered. Give me a break. I told you she cheated.
And
Okay. Priorities. Oh my God, you're getting groomed? But you're a cheater.
Ashley.
But you're a
Then
fucking
after
cheater.
a bit, the server got deleted. I eventually...
Oh yeah, speaking of the fucking server, I remember, so like, when I got raped by Spoctor, that was like right after I got out of the mental hospital or some shit like that. While I was in the mental hospital for like, what, those three days, some shit like that, I gave like, staff permission to like Gabe or some shit, and I was like, don't delete anything, because in the future, we may need the server logs or something. And then he fucking deleted shit, which was amazing.
We made another
Amazing.
server and, oh God. So much shit went down in it, and every day I kept finding more and more information about Ashley and her actions.
He didn't actually rape me. I'm not saying Spoctor actually raped me, okay? I'm not being literal, okay? Not being fucking literal. I'm not being fucking literal. Okay, Goat don't speak Trud logic language so casually. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I said earlier, Spoctor made a video on me, like, right after I came out of the mental hospital. Fucking hell. What was it called? It was called, like, let's cancel a 13-year-old Ashley drama. He didn't actually. Careful, this is the AMC Goat. Yeah, that's true. Guys, I got raped. I can make those jokes. I'm not gonna tell you how. Well, I already have. But I can make the jokes. I can make the jokes, okay? Okay? Okay?
Her fans and her close friends eventually found out about the rant and some past tidbits that me and a couple of people leaked, and they told people in Ashley's server about it. Then, a few days later, Ashley disappeared.
Gamma.
Apparently she's taking a break because of what we started. And for some reason, after people started talking about it in her server, Mortal and some of
You need tone tags. We're autistic. I'm autistic too. Okay, whenever I say like out of pocket shit, I need you to understand that I'm probably not being serious. Unless it's about my dad. Or somebody who like touched me. Okay?
Ashley's friends decided to shut the server down, which seems somewhat suspicious. Normally people only do that if they have something to hide. People kept accusing me and the people helping me, saying that we were ruining Ashley's life.
Wait, how are you old? I'm 21. I was like 15 when I made this. I think. Yeah, I was 15.
And doing this for fame and attention, which is completely false. I'm only doing this to spread awareness of the
Hex, I think
situation.
Gamma's having a fucking
Now,
aneurysm
as
or
some
some
of you
shit, dude.
probably know, SASHLEY cheated on Nudeless with JLAED, which he confirmed.
Oh my God,
She
this is
made
so
she part
intense.
of her and JLAED.
My question is like, how do people actually look at this? I get that, you know, we were all like little stupid fucking kids and shit, right? But how did any older person, somebody above the age of like 16, 17, whatever the fuck, right? How did they look at this and take it seriously and then like go and spread it elsewhere? I don't really understand. Because I know there were adults who like were involved with this shit, dude. Cal, don't tell him I trauma dumped. I mean, it's nothing new. I find it funny. Listen, okay? Alright. I don't think you should trauma dump on the internet unless you can handle people making fun of you. But as for myself, I like to trauma dump and make jokes out of it because I find it funny. So I think it's a win-win because I don't really care.
He said questionable stuff to JLAED and favorited all of JLAED's artwork on DeviantArt, which makes it seem really suspicious. And when Nudeless left her because she cheated, she tried to make herself look innocent, and she threatened suicide over the whole situation, saying she was going to stab and overdose on pills. However,
what the fuck are we on about? What? I'm gonna end up killing myself in 1 week of my in one of my breakdowns. I almost stabbed myself and overdose. A child going through a crisis, suicide baiting. Fucking suicide baiting.
saying she was going to stab and
scary.
overdose on pills.
This is actually
However,
so shit. Listen, like, I knew the video was shit, right? But I feel like my brain blocked out a lot of the dog shit I said other than, like, the basic summary. Yeah, I ultimately victim groomed. Oh, fuck, I groomed SASHLEY. Victim blamed this child who got groomed without even thinking about the logistics of it. Like, you know, using my brain and being like, why the fuck am I doing this? And I got raped by the AMC and commentary creators for it. I think that was all I really remembered. Fucking hell.
Cheating is the least horrible thing that's happened between them. SASHLEY and Nudeless were involved in overly sexual shit, and they had a DDLG relationship. Now, keep in mind, SASHLEY is 13 and Nudeless is 14.
Go ahead and clip it.
Teenagers and children should not be involved in a sexual lifestyle like this. It's completely wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna be for real, alright? This might be weird for me to say, given I'm like 21, right? But let's be fucking for real. Kids are gonna be sexual with each other. They're fucking hormonal teenagers. They're probably gonna send each other nudes and ERP and drop porn and shit like that, which, like, obviously, I disavow because that's bad and you shouldn't be doing that. But it really isn't that big of a deal. It just depends on, like, you know, if a fucking adult is stepping in and taking advantage of and exploiting them for said material that they're creating. That's when I think it's really bad. But anyways, it's kind of normal. I don't know why the fuck I made a point about that. I mean, I made my own fucking porn at the time. Who was it? I think it was Streamline Workshop who, like, exposed my... I don't want to say this. You know, I'm gonna fucking say it. I don't care. I think... Yeah, it was Streamline Workshop. They leaked my... GoatCatto furry porn. My GoatCatto furry porn. And because they leaked it, I vowed to never draw porn again. And so I didn't draw furry porn ever again. Thank you, Streamline. You saved me. I probably would have ended up being a fucking freak and shit.
And
but
unacceptable.
Like, goddamn, bro.
If you don't know what DDLG is, DDLG stands for Daddy Dump / Little
we're on
Girl.
this shit again?
The daddy / caregiver is the more dominant half of the relationship. The little...
Did I make money off of it? Fuck no. Bro. Saying that like I'm not a freak? You know what? Fuck you.
is the more submissive. DDLG is a lifestyle meant for adults, not children. They said inappropriate things in friend group chats, and even discussed what they were going to do once they met up in real life, which they did. And they apparently did the no-no with each other. Nudeless excused this
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
displaying her
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
chip.
no,
What
no,
would have such
no,
a height difference if they
no.
were the same
We're not
age
looking at
or
that.
ageless? This is just plain wrong. And she knows it,
But
yet
I
her
don't know.
and her friends
I
keep
don't-
excusing her behavior because she's young and neglected
Like I
at
said, it was
home.
pretty fucking
I doubt
bad.
that she's actually neglected. In fact, her parents seem to worry about her a lot. They provide her with medication, and whenever she's in a risky situation, they try and keep her safe. Later on, when she was confronted about the fanfiction, she lied and blamed Daddy Flufutaka Kennevius.
It was. I didn't make them, Lamau. I leaked them from Daddy Floof YouTube. The date on the pastemans you didn't make were August 19. The one that Floof made was sent during August 21st. A nice lie. 19, 20, 21. Fucking 2 days apart. Who's to say that Kenny didn't make them? That's so retarded.
She lied and said that she didn't write the fanfictions, even though
The amount of fucking speculation in this video, if this was another child, I would have lost my shit, bro. Like, you know how, like, I look at kids doing stupid fucking call-outs on each other and how they're like, oh my god, well, this person says that this happened, so that must mean it's true, and there's this speculation, and there's this testimony, and none of the fucking evidence adds up. I would honestly kill myself. Looking back at this makes me want to fucking kill myself, bro. It was just stupid. What compelled you to make that SASHLEY video back then so long ago? You're probably gonna have to rewatch the stream. I go into the other side of what happened. What the fuck is that? Jackpot Bean, Mr. Bean. What the fuck?
she did. Kennevius went under fire for this on Discord and was blamed by Ash and her friends, who knew she was lying. Kennevius had been let.
Honestly, Dito, I must have been. I must have been. Because it was just like, oh my god, this 15-year-old did something. Well, not even a 15-year-old. This 12-year-old is doing the dirty with other teenagers. Somebody has to talk about that. The fans need to be aware that she's a hormonal teenager. Like, fuck off, bro.
Left with no
Yeah, no, the goat
choice
thing
but
scares
to
me too.
assist
Look at
with
that.
developing proof because he didn't want SASHLEY to victimize herself for her own selfish and misconstrued choices. Kenny doesn't feel safer
Oh, okay. I did not write this part. Kenny was the one who wrote this part, alright? Kenny was the one who wrote this part.
around SASHLEY because SASHLEY had his information and has been known for doxing people she didn't want to be caught. She wanted to look innocent. Some of her friends even made excuses
Camel,
and
don't
said
burn the
that the
bridge. I love
fanfictions
you,
were
Camel.
fine because,
Platonically.
they're not real characters. That's like saying if a person drew porn of the child being raped, that it's fine because the child doesn't exist, which is wrong. Some people claim
What the fuck is that comparison? Okay, so this motherfucker, like, making, like, not safe for work fan fictions about their characters is bad, and you can't say that, oh, it's fine because they're fictional, because what if somebody drew a picture of a child being raped? That's bad. I'm so lost. I'm genuinely so
that she
fucking lost.
doesn't
I don't
know any
understand
better,
this.
and that she's 13, so she doesn't deserve any negative feedback. That, my friends, is a false and stupid statement. She knows what she's doing. Another thing I'd like to talk about is how SASHLEY treats her fans and friends.
Okay, I do remember this part, and I remember all of the little 5-year-old fans. They saw all of this, and they didn't think shit of everything before this part. But they saw this part where she was like, yeah, I think my fans are annoying. And they started spamming her fucking, like, comment section. Being all like, I was your biggest fan! How could you call me fucking annoying? Why would you call me annoying? I can't support you. The fact that you think of me so low. A parasocial outsider that you don't even know personally. You think I'm annoying? Goodbye, SASHLEY. Unsubscribed. Like, it's so
and what
fucking
she
retarded.
thinks
Hi,
of
Gilded.
them. In this screenshot, you can see her and her friends talking about how
Oh my
they
God,
hate
she
her
said she
fans.
hates us.
SASHLEY uses her fans for money, and as she says, if she could do other things beside this.
I have a 6-year-old army. Fuck. Animation meme community gives me cancer. True statement. Same, to be honest. Hey, at least they bring money. Like, only the people in it. Exactly. I'd be doing something else if it gave me money. I'd do the same fucking thing. I don't really understand why.
This for money,
I was,
then
like,
she
harping on
would.
this shit, bruh.
She even refers to them as the army.
When's repo happening again? I don't know. You just invite me. Like, I ain't really doing anything. I'm off on Friday if y'all want to, like, get drunk and do stupid shit. I don't fucking know.
Of 6-year-olds. This is honestly upsetting because so many people look up to her. They see her as their.
Hey, where are you? Don't give up on us. You're amazing at this, even if you aren't original. You're super good at animation. Don't let words get to you since you could be bigger than so many other people. I believe in you, Sashley. These are posted on my birthday. I would love to make animations just like you.
They're idle. And the fact that she thinks this about them is just wrong. It's like she doesn't appreciate them at all. If my role model said this stuff about me, I would be crushed.
I don't think realistically I would give a shit if somebody said that shit about me and was like, hey, Goat, I don't like you. I think you're annoying and I hope you die. Okay. Okay. Also, Gilded, booze is bad, but like, have you considered the beauty of buzzballs? What the fuck even is this? Watermelon chiller? Orange wine with watermelon that sounds nasty. I don't want to fucking drink that. Oh, something I also found out, by the way, the last time I got a buzzball from a liquor store, she told me to go to the liquor store only to buy buzzballs because they sell them with actual vodka in them. The ones at gas stations and at Walmart only have wine. I don't think this is gonna get me fucked up. So, that's sad.
You can't just use people like that. It's mean and wrong. She also treats some of her friends like shit. She's made fun of them and their relate.
I'm not gonna show screenshots because I was requested not to. Oh, yeah, I need to respect the privacy of these people who are spreading rumors about Sashley, but look at all of her porn! Look at her fucking DDLG roleplay fanfiction! Oh my god! Priorities, like, fuck off.
Relationships, leaked their faces, made fun of their vents, and other things that
I know, like, you know, this is old me, right? But it's still so fucking retarded to be like, yeah, this person did that, and that, and that, and that, and that. But I can't show you the receipts because that'll invalidate the other people's privacy and their requests. Because I care about them. Like, that's so fucking gay.
I've been asked not to discuss. Speaking of vents, now, as some of you know, Sashley has an discuss. Speaking of vents and other things that I've been asked not to discuss. Speaking of vents, now, as...
Speaking of feds... I can't even put on closed captions for this. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Some of you know, Sashley has an alt YouTube account that she mainly...
Vents? Oh, I thought I was saying fucking feds.
He posts whips and vents on. And most of those vents are actually copied off of other YouTubers' vents, like Kitty Dog.
Bro.
Although she...
Cal, you don't get it. The glowies. There's glowies in our fucking chat right now.
Copies other people's vents. She constantly tells her audience not to copy hers. What type of logic even is that? She gets angry at people who do copy hers, even though she copies...
GoatCatto groomed a minor, but I just can't talk about it and I can't share receipts, alright? Just know that it happened, alright? I got a bad feeling about that GoatCatto guy. Fuck that guy, man.
People's vents herself. Kinda dumb. Moving on, I'd like to just simply summarize the whole Moltenova screenshot drama. Sashley edited and faked the screenshots. Simple as that. There's websites that can be used to prove that the screenshots are fake.
Oh my god, this shit again. Didn't I bring this up in like the original video I took down? What the fuck does this even prove? We can't even see the original screenshot. I didn't even include like Gabe's like fucking comments on, oh, these screenshots are doctored or whatever the hell.
Simply look at my other rant video. Overall, Sashley isn't exactly who you think she is.
Gilded, I'm gonna fucking groom you if you don't shut the hell up.
Just because she seems nice and she's popular and young doesn't mean she's entirely a great person. I apologize.
Raven, you're not supposed to talk about that, okay? We signed an NDA. You're not supposed to. Oh, hi, kitty. Come here. Yeah, that's a good kitty. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's pretty nice. Okay. Alright, you're standing on my hair, buddy. Alright. Ah, fucking fat ass cat. Look at her. Isn't she so joyous and whimsical? She fucking loves that shit. Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do. Anyways.
Apologize if I left anything out, but please, stay safe. And if this happens to you or anyone else...
If this happens to you or anybody else, come contact me personally so I can make like a 12-minute rant video on you when I'm like 15. Okay, whatever.
Please.
Blah, 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 blah. That was really fucking gay. I don't understand how that got so much, like, you know, viewership, how people took any of that shit seriously, other than the fact that we were all, like, idiotic children. Oh, fuck. Look at her. She don't even understand why this thing exists. I wonder if Sashley is still friends with Cindy. No. No. Goats grooming hacks into thinking they're British. They are fucking British. What are you on about? I didn't even have to, like, sign an NDA with that fucker. They know what they are. Alright. 2022 Sashley drama. I don't know if I should, like, honestly, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I want to look at, like, the 2022 Sashley videos or if I want to skip straight to the fucking Mushroom Girl one that's, like, 20 minutes long. But this one's 27 minutes. That one's 17 minutes. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. We're gonna look at it. Arrgh.
This is really incriminating. Oh my god, this evidence is really...
Okay, first of all, shit-ass mic. I don't know if I still have it. I think I do. Hold on. Hold on. I have the microphone that I used. Why is your second oldest video called Me and Sans Thick and Deep? Okay, so for context, I was a Sans fangirl troll or whatever the hell. Honestly, good content. You should give it a watch. Actually, you probably shouldn't do that if you're, like, underage. Anyways, I'm gonna go get the microphone that I used. I'm gonna see it. So, this little fucking beaut was the microphone that I used for my Sashley 2022 drama video and the Mushroom Girl video. It was actually really fucking bad. It doesn't have anything covering this. There was no foam tip. It had a nice little stand, right? But this bad boy is fucking retired because it doesn't work very well. So hopefully this mic is better. Well, obviously this fucking mic is better. What am I talking about?
Incriminating.
Yeah,
I can't believe Sashley would do this. Huh? What's this? A video responding to Sashley?
Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay. Sashley, poopy butthole. We're gonna look at this person. Let me see. Oh, hi. Poopy butthole Sashley drama video. Video by... Okay, let me look at this. This person uploaded all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Imagine making, like, 10 fucking Sashley drama videos. We're gonna look at these before we fucking look at the new one. Or, I guess, my coverage of it. Yeah, no, you need to watch it, alright? Sashley drama, video by Poopy Butthole. Sorry, I said, what do you mean? All I did was sorry for saying, okay. So they were like 12 when they said this shit. Nobody cares. Or at least I feel like you shouldn't really care about what a 12-year-old's fucking saying on the internet when they got dragged into UTTP at a young age. I remember this video kind of pissed me off because, like, I disavowed my old statements about the 2019 video. Because, unfortunately, my 2019 video kind of started a domino effect of shitty Sashley drama rant videos to be created and posted, like, fucking wildfire on YouTube. And they used a bunch of screenshots from that situation being like, oh my god, she has an H's OC and she's into H-play and DDLG. Nobody gives a shit. What the fuck does that say? Trigger warning for... You can't even read that. Everyone that's normal and possibly been sexually abused plus groomed by old men. This person didn't even pay attention to what I was talking about in my original video about them being groomed at 12 with, like, older people, but whatever. Oh, that was Zeke. What the fuck? Okay, so yeah, they did use shit from the 2019 stuff. So I mentioned garbage, or I mentioned Gabe and garbage, right? And Gabe mentioned Zeke. This is Zeke. Ageless characters aren't ageless. That's just an excuse to draw CP. What the fuck is this? Okay. Who cares? Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna be for real. This is usually the logic of AMC when it comes to callouts. She's racist. She let her boyfriend be ableist to her fans in the past, so she's also ableist. That's not how it fucking works, by the way. She's also copying Typh's art style. She's into DLG, pedophilia, and she's racist. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Anyways, let's look at the second video, okay? I want to look at the full thing. I want to, like, remember.
Guys, my Among Us potion
This was 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago.
finally came from the dark web. If you want to drink this potion right now, I need you guys to like the video. Kind of 3 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. Ooh, you want me to act like a sussy baka?
My question is like, why are they criticizing Ash for, like, you know, drawing quote-unquote, like, suggestive shit like that and being like, your characters, you know, they're ageless and you're posting this to an audience of children. And then they have, like, a full-ass, like, zoom close-up of her butt cheeks and shit.
Okay, here we go. Cheers. Oh!
Like, bro, you're 16, calm down. Oh my god, a 16-year-old who's being groomed by fucking pedophiles and shit. The horror. Like, come on.
It tastes like the imposter's ass!
Like, I don't even know what that tastes like.
Nicole, please, don't ask no stupid questions, dude. This tastes net.
Ash's 2022 design never looked like a kid for me. Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, self-explanatory, but I'll explain. She's wearing a bra, blushing, panties on display, garters, thigh-high socks, holding a love letter. Don't say would. That was a kid's character.
Are you kidding me? Are you listening to the world's greatest band? Like,
A lot of people were convinced that this whole account was bait, by the way, but I can confirm that they were actually serious with a lot of the accusations they were presenting to the public. Like, they were actually fucking serious. I mean, they would write, like, fucking Bible-ass essays about the SASHLEY drama and, like, responding to people and yada yada. I'm so confused what's happening. Okay, so we looked at the 2019 SASHLEY drama. Now we're looking at the 2022 one. It's kind of ass.
That's it. I'm all
Dum dum.
Yeah, Ash is 19. We have the same birthday. We were both born on June 3rd, 2 years apart. Also, I fucking hate this video, but I'm not gonna, like, mute it because I think the sound effects and the music actually kind of adds to, you know, it adds to the experience, honestly. I think this is lovely. I think this is lovely.
What's up, guys? It's Quandale Dingle here. I have been arrested for multiple crimes, including battery on a police officer, grand theft, declaring war on Italy, and public indecency. I will be escaping.
Okay. As much as I would love to say, yes, SASHLEY changed, I'm unable to because she still displays gross art of her new boyfriend being 6 foot tall and her character being the height of an ant.
In prison on March 28th.
And it wasn't age regression, it's DDLG. How do I know? Anon had a full-out conversation with SASHLEY on how DDLG is disgusting and she was defending it with her life. She was also in a DDLG server. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody fucking cares.
After that, I will take over the world. Greetings, Quandale.
Okay, my eyes fucking burned. Anyways, to sum this up, I'm so sorry. I could care less about all of this. This is mere bait. Oh. This is mere bait to make you watch my previous video where I show that SASHLEY is indeed still racist.
Dingle here. My cousin Henry Bartholomew Dinglenut got arrested for putting it.
Okay, let's look at the next one. Like, they're so fucking... They're so fucking... What the fuck? Oh, I remember this. Okay. They're like, oh my god, she's racist and she fetishizes Asian people because... Okay. Back then, a lot of people thought it was, like, aesthetic or whatever the hell to, you know, like, use Google Translate and, like, you know, incorporate Japanese or Chinese or Korean letters into their artwork, which, like, I don't really care. I don't see why anybody else fucking cared either. It's just Japanese text. Nobody gives a shit. Oh my god, she's fetishizing Asian people and she has a fucking Twitter called Aiko. I don't care. I don't care.
What do you mean, what? You just hit me with a fucking table, dude.
This is actually recent. If you don't notice, it's an Asian schoolgirl outfit. Very odd for a British white chick to be using this for no reason. I think this guy's retarded. Genuinely. How are you gonna, like, look at that and be like, oh my god, this is Asian fetishization or whatever the fuck, right? Everybody drew their shit in these outfits. It was never really that deep. Were they new to the internet? Apparently so. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people were just trying to be, like, morally woke and shit like that. I don't even know how to fucking describe, like, their mindset. It's just retarded. Very odd. Don't forget her past use of Asian language for fetishization purposes. We can't forget that she used to use the name Atsuko as an actual name for herself. It was in her Insta bio and it replaced Ash. Yeah, what the fuck? Atsuko. Anxious. Short piss baby. Cry baby. Nobody.
Dad, why the fuck did you do that?
Oh, fat phobia. I actually remember I got raped for, like, my take on this. Okay, I say rape metaphorically or whatever the fuck. Blah, 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 right? It wasn't actually rape. Blah, 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 blah. For all you little kids who don't know what I'm talking about. Fat phobia. Hold on.
It's Quandale Dingle here.
Anyways, it's very suspicious that her first ever fat OC is a cow. A cow! Something that fat people get called constantly. I love the animation meme community. I love it. 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 This shit's honestly pretty fucking funny. Oh my god. You have a fat cow character? You hate fat people. Nobody gives a shit. Cows are fucking fat, bro. Who, honestly, okay, I'm gonna try to speak normally because I realize that I'm pitching my voice up because I'm getting too hyped up about this and it's really dumb. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Does it look like an ugly cow? Does it look like, oh my god, it's evil. I fucking hate fat people. Like, come on.
I have been arrested for multiple crimes, including battery on a police officer.
Oh my god, she draws the same OC skinny girl. Okay? Maybe she was testing out character designs. Oh my god, wow.
Grand theft, declaring war on Italy, and public indecency. I will be escaping.
She drew the person she's trying to make look bad as a fat person? Discord mod stereotype. Guys, this is problematic. This is really problematic. How could you call somebody a Discord mod? That's a fat stereotype. This is like insanely evil. Like nobody cares, dude. Who gives a shit?
I will be escaping prison on March 28th.
Oh my god, using fat people as a joke. Fat, 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 I love you. Compliment, cutesy, flirty. This is old, but as always, she's repeating her past behavior in a subtle way. Trigger warning, food. I don't care.
I will take over the world. Greeting.
Oh my god. Wow, someone tries to explain how it's a bad joke. Let's see what Sashley says. Ash, if you think a trigger warning is stupid, mocking people for them overall is a shitty thing to do. Food content warnings are used for people with eating disorders who may be uncomfortable seeing those images. I don't know enough on the topic to say more, but if somebody who knows more could respond, it would be appreciated. Anyways, mocking trigger warnings and the fact that people have certain triggers is in general ableist as fuck. Please don't do this. Trigger warning cupcake, trigger warning knife, trigger warning razor blade, trigger warning buttercream frosting. Take a shot, motherfucker. I'll drink a buzzball. Actually, I don't want to drink that. That's kind of gross. This is genuinely stupid. Listen, I understand content warnings. I understand trigger warnings, all right? I've used them myself, all right? But at the same time, a lot of people, especially in real life, are going to look at you and side-eye you and be like, what the fuck are you on about? If you walk up to them and you point at a cupcake and be like, can you please cover that up? I have an eating disorder and it's making me uncomfortable. Does food actually trigger some people? Yeah. Listen, you can have your triggers. Whether they're stupid or not, I don't care. But ultimately, shit like trigger warning food is pretty fucking dumb. If you're triggered by food, maybe you should just look away. Maybe you should log off Twitter. Maybe you can just block the person. It doesn't really matter. Oh my god, she said trigger warning food. You're so ableist. Yeah, no, honestly, how do they eat? And I say this as somebody who's, not a trauma dump, but how do I talk about this? GoatCatto had an eating disorder. It's really not that deep.
Quandale Dingle here.
I will say, the only thing I would love a trigger warning for is if there's some fucked up greasy person chomping down on a burger, chewing with their mouth open. I'ma look at you, and you're gonna make me wanna throw up, bro.
My cousin Harry, Bartholomew Donut, got arrested for running a TNT in a daycare center.
I'm so lucky to find this, only on Twitter, y'all. Anyways, before I show the screenshots, if you aren't aware, wasn't this proven to be fucking fake? Dream has been exposed due to grooming a 16-year-old. Not to mention he's racist and all that fun stuff, but let's not dive too deep into that.
Put a camera in Joe Biden's bathroom and watched him take a poop. My Asian brother
There's no way people think Dream's actually a groomer. Base?
Ling Ling Dingle put illegal substances in my...
But there's evidence he is. What evidence, though? It's just him chatting with someone non-inappropriately. Amanda literally provided evidence. It's scoured on her profile.
Ramen and I died. Hey, fellas, it's Quandale Dingle here.
Saga. So it was fake, and they tried to cancel her for, like, dog shit, which is amazing. For actually having a brain and not just, you know, believing random fucking accusations that random glup shittos post on the internet. Amazing. Everybody could learn from that. But obviously, given this situation, nobody did. Saga 4, the last one. More suggestive art. Okay, I don't.
I put perks in Vladimir Putin's drink, and he went to bed for a really long time.
Nobody cares. What the fuck is that? The most disturbing TLC iceberg does it with rats. Does this bitch shove a rat up her pussy? The fuck? Anyways, there's more. Actually, you know what? I don't care to look through all this shit. I'm just gonna go into my video because it's like 30 minutes. I'm gonna be here all night.
Explaining the screenshots saying that they were edited and faked. And oh my god, this evidence is really incriminating. I can't believe SASHLEY would do this. Huh? What's this? A video responding to SASHLEY explaining the screenshots saying that they were edited and
this was like 3 years ago, I think. It says it's 2 years ago, but this was like, what? 2022? Dude.
faked, and the creator of this video exposing SASHLEY is saying that there's no way that they're fake, even though they don't have any proof to claim that they're real. Time to do some research. Oh boy, guess what, people? The screenshot
right here. This is a piece of history. This is a piece of history, okay? Old mic. This is the old mic that I used for that video. One of these days, I might actually, like, hook it up and just, you know, be a little silly with it. Are we drinking? Yeah. Goat, I cannot hear you. What? My mic is on. Don't bullshit me, bro.
shots are faked. At least the ones that people are mad about are. However, the Black Lives Matter statement that Ash
I feel like this BLM stuff did more harm than good. Why do people think it this way? It makes me want to cry. It's fruity, but I'm just so frustrated to see this generation get more and more retarded by the minute. Okay.
made was not fake, as Ash can confirm in these screenshots, but we will get into that later on in the video. Hi, my name is GoatCatto.
I had fucking buck teeth and shit. Where are my fucking eyes at, actually? Why is the horn so big? Bro, why do I have a lump? This old art is giving me fucking cancer, dude.
Roy is back with another video debunking false allegations. For like, what, the 15th fucking time? At this point, why am I surprised? This happens literally every month now. It's just like the Tofux situation, which, one thing about Tofux.
Oh god, what do I say about this? I don't remember this part.
Tofux is racist, so no, I don't defend or support them anymore. But there was still misinformation spread about her. There's also been misinformation about—
oh my god, they're racist. They're fucking racist, oh my god. They're like a 14-year-old actively being groomed by Nazis. Oh, this is scary.
Boxy, and now SASHLEY. So isn't that wonderful? Are you guys, like, seeing a pattern here, or is that just me? Oh, I know, it's people on the internet trying to make callouts, but they don't even put in the proper research. Wonderful! Quick note, by the way.
Yeah, just like you in 2019, bro. Turn my mic up a little bit. Is this good? Okay, fine. God damn, I'm turning down the fucking video. The thing is, it's like, okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay.
Even though I love SASHLEY.
Also, I don't know how you guys are like bitching about the video being too fucking loud. It's too fucking loud. I'm pausing it and I'm speaking to you. Who cares? Yeah, it's a brap house, bro.
Ashley's art and her art style. I've never actually been a true fan of her, nor is this video necessarily going to be defending her, but rather, as I always like to do now in commentary, instead of calling people out, I call out the bullshit. Which, surprise, in this situation, there's a lot of bullshit going around, and I will be debunking it. This does not mean I'm a Ashley White 9. This does not mean I will excuse the actual problematic stuff she's done, but rather...
I remember being so fucking stupid regarding this situation. I feel like I fall back into the same patterns, right? I feel like I fall back into the same fucking patterns, bro. Where it's just all like, I'm going to be talking about the misinformation presented against the accused. I don't support them. I don't support them, by the way. I don't support them. They do have problematic stuff. Who cares? Who cares? Just call out the bullshit and acknowledge the actual allegations that do make sense and actually hold weight. Or have weight. Whatever. Have substance. I don't give a shit. God. Whenever you drink, you always sound like you're about to puke, like you're keeping something down. I have a very sensitive stomach, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up getting some sort of, like, cancer in my belly eventually. Eventually. I can understand you. People in the AMC will assume every covering of misinformation is defending. No, genuinely. The Foxy Boxy shit, I still get straw pages where they're just all like, you defended a groomer! Okay, by that logic, then Harley TBS also did. I was right. I won. I won.
Clear up the things that she has not done, based on the research that I've done regarding these screenshots. So let's take a look at the serious claims that SASHLEY has against her. Being racist, being transphobic, being homophobic by saying the F slur, making fun of...
Okay, this is gonna sound like really... Okay. Alright, you know, normal commentary people, they understand, they get me, but something that AMC and the art community fail to understand, because I used to be this way too. Obviously, saying a slur that you can't reclaim is bad. Oh my god, cancel them. Okay, I'm gonna be for real. The only shit I give... oh my god. The only shit I give in regards to slur usage is how you fucking use it. Like, if you're just going, the F slur sounds funny... If you're not using it to actually put down a gay person or a queer person, I don't really care. In fact, I don't really care for slur discourse in general because it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So at this point, I stopped giving a shit. Like, you can go say it, but I don't care. Can you stop trauma dumping?
Can you stop trauma dumping? Me and Ace want good news. Honeybee emoji.
Anyways. Intent matters with slurs, okay? That's all I'll fucking say.
The AV and saying that black people gatekeep things.
Thank you for the €4.99.
Fat phobia, making fun of eating disorders as well. Being in a pedophilic relationship, okay, well, obviously that's not good, but why are you mad at Ash for this? Which I know a lot of you guys like to excuse this by saying, well, Ash was told that he was a groomer and she fake claimed her ex-friend's abuse. Well, surprise, if you're being abused, people tend to do that. However, to respect the victim, based off of what I've seen, when the document regarding the victim's experience came out, they stated they did not want a video made on that, so I will respect that and not make a video. Same goes for Ash, because she obviously doesn't want this to be publicized as it's stressing her out. Okay, so let's get on with the video. Chapter 1, the first video coming out about SASHLEY. So the user Poopy Butthole uploaded this video, which actually was
even though I'm not, like, proud of this video, when was this? 2022, so I was, like, 17, I think. I will say, I think I covered this okay. I don't think this was the worst fucking video I've made. I know there's some parts where I, like, soy out and I bend my knee.
the first video of theirs that caught my attention.
What the fuck does that mean? Why did I say bend my knee? I bow down to Poopy Butthole in, like, the part 2 video because people are like, so you support XYZ? Are you a racist? Do you think that hating on fat people is funny? Oh my god, here we go. By the way, I'm fully aware and I addressed her actual wrongdoings of the stuff SASHLEY has done wrong. However, this video makes note of that whilst debunking false claims. They did have good points. I simply wanted to point out and explain what wasn't accurate. My thoughts are always up for debate, though, in a civil manner, even if I need educating upon some topics, so feel free to share your thoughts. By the way, in my other video, I did apologize for the whole calling your lover a fatty is normal thing, and I no longer stand by that or even make those jokes and statements anymore. Thank you. This is what I fucking meant. I, like, bowed down to, like, these dumbasses on the internet who are just like, if you call your partner a fatty... in a joking and cute way, you're hating on fat people and you're a transphobe who needs to be taken out to the back of the fucking shed and get shot. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. You're not even using the word fatty in, like, a bad way.
Scrolling on YouTube. So let's watch and review those.
I also find it funny how they didn't even have anything like recent to slander SASHLEY with, so they just went off of you know, old shit from when she was like 12. It's really funny.
Okay, so the first bit of evidence regarding the Gambino meme isn't very surprising because I witnessed it go down in early
What the fuck am I
2022,
saying? I witnessed it go down in early 2022.
And yeah, I thought we were done with this situation. I mean, there's not necessarily much Ash
Motherfucker, give me time to read. God damn.
can do now. She already took down the video and she already somewhat apologized
I'm not reading that. I'm a little buzzed.
for it. So the way this video is formatted, it really confused me because it jumps from one screenshot to the other. I know the creator of the video doesn't really put in a whole lot of effort. They kind of just hash together screenshots, but with the way that they're putting the screenshots together, it looks like Ash is talking about the same.
You had the same issue, Goat. You had the same fucking issue. How are you gonna, like, paste your fucking responses and, like, not even, like, read any of them out and just be like, oh my god, there's, like, a huge paragraph, and
Much
then
Ash
there's
can do
another
now. She
huge
already took down the
paragraph,
video.
and then there's another fucking huge
She already
paragraph.
somewhat apologized for it.
My god.
So the way this video is formatted, it really confused me because it jumps from one screenshot to the other. I know the creator of the video doesn't really put in a whole lot of effort. They kind of just hash together screenshots, but with the way that they're putting the screenshots together, it looks like Ash is talking about the same thing when she's talking about black people gatekeeping words, when she's not actually talking about the insular in this one. She's talking about the phrase as fuck, which is considered av, apparently. I actually didn't know this until, like,
Not SASHLEY crying about not being able to use av and acting like it was hers to use in the first place. It's annoying but not racist. Black people can't gatekeep words, aside the N-word, of course, and slurs like that, but they slurs, not words. I can't say as fuck because I'm not black. Raven, I've got a question for you, buddy. Does it make me racist if I say as fuck or type it like ASF or AF? All right, we're gonna ask the guy, our buddy, our pal Raven. Tell me. I want you to tell me, okay? Tell me, educate me. I am but a wee little white person. Oh, so Raven's the token black guy now? What happened to Yellow Cola? Yeah, call in. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck are you guys fucking streaming this shit? This is evil. Hold on. Raven, come here. Hi, pal. Hello? Motherfucker! Hello? Oh my god. Bro?
Hello?
Ah! Okay, hi. What do you think about me as a whitey, as a little, you know, mayo soldier, or whatever the fuck you want to call me? Saying as fuck or typing it. Is that bad?
Seems pretty racist, dude.
I'm not racist.
I don't know.
This is fucked up.
I am.
I know you are, but like, I'm not.
Bro, what?
Genuinely. Okay, bye. Fuck you. I hate you. I'm racist. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I just like saying that because it's funny. Anyways.
recently. So thank you, call out video on SASHLEY, for educating me. It means a lot. Okay, the next screenshot's dates are so blurred you can't even tell when they were said, so it makes it look like this was recent. However,
yeah, I thought he was gonna say the N-word, I'm not gonna lie.
this doesn't excuse the fact that she said the hard R, but if I remember correctly, based on the 2019 drama where I exposed her for that, she said this when she was like, what, 12?
I'd rather you not get my fucking video taken down. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. I understand you can say the word, but I, as a white person, I just get full body shivers whenever a black person says the N-word in my vicinity. I feel like we gotta outlaw that fucking word.
13, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe even younger than that, but it was around the time when she first started dating Noodles. Speaking of Noodles, for clarification, Noodles was Ashley's ex-boyfriend who was extremely homophobic, abusive, racist.
Yeah, I will say. Oh my god, this is what I was talking about. Good job, Raven, for not saying the fucking N-word, even though you can say it, but don't say it on my stream, right? Look at this. This is what I was fucking talking about. When I told you that Noodles was fucking weirdly, like, GoatCatto brains, this is what I fucking meant. And if you remember this one content creator, or I guess an art commentary YouTuber by the name of Dreamer, they made a whole rant video with like these screenshots about Noodles in them. GoatCatto Lover 1. Also, Noodles, you guys, I wonder who they're referring to. I wonder who else says you guys, those who shall not be named, but I've already mentioned them. Yeah, no. I love it when people let me live in their brain rent-free to the point that I get brought up in like random fucking situations. We got Noodles with Dreamer. We got wait, no, SASHLEY was my own doing. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid. We got wait. What was the other one? Oh, the jar video. Cindy mentioning me like 15 fucking times in the group chat logs of like the Cindy support group. Just a robot in Hempleton shit talking me in one of the leaked calls. Like, I don't understand why they give a shit so much about what I have to say. I guess I'm just an influential guy. Like, fuck off. Ace, don't rape me. Anyways, yeah.
Transphobic, etc. He was a horrible, horrible person who would constantly put Ash through.
It's okay. Me and Hempleton, we mended the bridge, all right? We're okay with each other. He apologized to me for poking at my rape, and I apologized to him for poking at him crashing out and acting like the Joker about certain things. Fucking hell.
Emotional pain and would constantly cheat on her. Yeah.
But I'm just gonna be for real. I want Just a Robot to message me. I want to have a talk with him, alright? I feel like me and that guy could be good pals. Because, from what I know, I've mended the bridges with Kumo, with Mrao, with Hambleton, with other people. I don't remember them.
He was a sack of shit. And knowing Noodles from the 2019 drama, every time he would break up with Ash, he would leak some stuff about her to try and make her look bad.
If I'm so transphobic, then how come I masturbated to r/femboys? Not transphobic, simple as. And my fucking name is stuck on that screenshot for all of fucking eternity.
Because she left him, which, surprise, that's abusive behavior. That is literally gaslighting victims into coming back to them.
Can we put our beef under the bridge, Goat? No, you fucking burnt my house down. You burn it to the ground, Yen, with your fucking hair.
Regarding the Black Lives Matter statement,
Little arsonist.
I kind of agree with Poopy Butthole that she should not be saying this as she—
Luis, you didn't do anything. I removed you from the chat for 24 hours because you were a little kid, right? And we were covering something that wasn't very kid-friendly. That was it, okay? Thank you.
She's not black, so she doesn't necessarily get a say on what is good and what isn't good about Black life.
I'm pretty sure, now correct me if I'm wrong, why the fuck am I even saying this? None of you probably even know the full context, but I think she was criticizing the whole thing about how, like, who was it? I guess there was, like, a scammer involved with, like, BLM or some shit, and rather than using the funds for their own movement, they were using it for their own gain with, like, other shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's what she was talking about.
Lives Matter, as the organization was literally, you know, created to help, like, save Black.
Why do I have a definition of Black Lives Matter on my screen? This 2020 election-focused campaign for, okay.
Lives and to promote racial equality rather than inequality. Though Ash's explanation for this was that she was talking about the assaults and the raids and stuff like that, and the people who were apparently faking shit for charity money, which they would then steal.
Okay, so I'm right. All right. The first thing was taken way out of context. Me and said person were talking about drama and how the topic switched to BLM, and I was saying how I believed it did more harm than good. I never said the movement itself nor the intentions were bad. I simply stated that everything was going downhill. Example being how assaults were occurring, rioting in companies, and people exploiting the movement for personal gain, using charity money to buy mansions, and just overall violence. Like, my point wasn't that I'm racist. My point was that a genuine good cause was being used for terrible intentions. True? True? Remind me how anybody... how did any... Dude, that's true. That's true. That's fucking true.
No, here's her explanation for that, which I'm gonna take it with a...
But of course, you know, this is the art community. If you say, hey, I don't like this one thing about this group that's doing bad shit, but their intents are good. It's just, you know, people are being selfish and using the money for their own gain rather than supporting the group itself. You get called racist, you get called ableist, you get called all this other shit. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. And you just know it's like little kids who don't know what the fuck they're talking about this shit too. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
A grain of salt, but this is what she was trying to say. If you're curious on what my opinions are about that screenshot, I don't agree with Ash whatsoever, nor will I even...
I was so... Oh my god. I think I was trying to play it safe. I don't agree with Ash. I don't agree with Ash whatsoever. I'm 21 now. This is so fucking... I'm 21. And I think I know what she was trying to say now. I don't think she was entirely wrong. Fucking hell, I'm gonna die. Why did I play this safe route and be like, I don't agree with SASHLEY?
Even defend her regarding that, as it's just kind of
if it
stupid.
is true that someone's doing that in a fucking charity group, that is bad. I think that should be criticized. Not the movement itself, just the bad actions that some people are you know, fucking doing for their own self-gain and shit rather than helping the movement. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like politics. Politics are gay.
Oh my god, be fucking for real. We're bringing up the DDLG shit again? Okay, let me clarify something. A lot of you guys are saying that Ash can't...
June 17th, 2024. What did I do in June 17th, 2024? I'm fucking scared. I still understand you. The whole AMC was filled with kids who would jump to conclusions and assume you were defending her. Yeah. What did I do? June 17th, 2024. June 17th, 2024. What the fuck is that date? Please DM me. I'm curious. Okay, I need to know. What the fuck is June 17th, 2024?
like DDLG or age progressing.
Don't bring up Evan. I don't want to talk about Evan, alright? Evan, if you are watching this, if you're watching this, I need you to mind your own business and go away. I ain't gonna say anything further, but Evan, I don't want any beef with you. Go away. You're 28 years old. I don't want drama with you.
Which DDLG is absolutely disgusting in my opinion, but I don't have much room to speak on that.
Oh, Trish. Oh my god, I was dating Waylon. Horrible topic to bring up. The DDLG stuff blank. Also, people are claiming you're still into DDLG because your character is child-coded and wears childlike things. Though, if I remember correctly, you're an age regressor, not sexually like pastel, kidcore, Lolita, Harajuku type aesthetics because they bring you comfort. I remember you telling me that in an old server, I think. There's nothing wrong with liking childish aesthetics or pretty kawaii themes. First question, yes. Second, no, I'm not still into it and I'm not an age regressor. Last question, yeah, I'm just into that whole pink fuzz. I don't see it as a child thing, and I wish people didn't see it like that, too. I think it's comfort, but I don't know how to put it. It's just something I've grown up around and always loved. It's like when a character is above age but acts and looks like a minor, right? Wouldn't make any sense, because I usually draw Ash with a big busted chest, which kids don't have. Plus, she doesn't act like a child either. I saw people bringing up that old cringe DDLG shit I drew with James, and that stuff is so old, it makes me want to vomit.
But age regressing is fine. Also,
Yes, I remember the kitty dog collab, bro. Everybody was like fucking crashing out, dude.
I love the fact that some of you guys are literally accusing Ash of not going through CSA, which you actually don't know. I'm not going to say what trauma she has or doesn't have. Because guess what? I'm a person on the internet. I'm not allowed to, nor is it my place to. So the fact that some of you guys are being so blatantly fucking cruel and accusing her of not having CSA is just...
I will say it is pretty fucking wild how the AMC back then had a standard of like, oh, well, you did that, you made this joke, you made this type of artwork. Are you even a victim of this, that, or that? I'm assuming you're not. I'm a victim of this, that, and that. You shouldn't draw this. Like, motherfucker. You don't know shit about this person. Stop making assumptions. Stop being fucking weird.
stupid. I mean, not everyone likes to be open about their trauma on the internet. Like, people tend to ridicule people for that. And given how bloodthirsty some
Why is the audio looping? This is actually kind of bothering me. This is really bothering me. It's the same fucking lo-fi beat on loop for 27 minutes.
SASHLEY aunties are, if she didn't open
We need to talk about this. No, I'm just kidding.
up about whether she had trauma or not, a lot of people would probably victim blame her for it. Which in this community, people love to do that to people that they don't like. You don't like
I think, okay, maybe I'm having like flashbacks or some shit like that, right? I think there was a bunch of people who tried to fake claim her being non-binary or them being non-binary. I'm pretty sure they go by like she, they, or whatever the fuck. When's the video dropping, Goat? Either next week or this week. I don't fucking know. I could show you a snippet. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I won't leak. Anyways, I remember they were like criticizing her for using, I think, what was it, the F slur, the T slur, some shit like that. I don't remember. And they were like, oh, she's only just conveniently stating that she's non-binary because she's getting backlash, even though the screenshots in question showed that she was questioning her idea, like, identity. What the fuck is an idea? I don't know about ideas. Blah, 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 blah. Please bleak pull a morale. I could, but do I wanna? Do I wanna? Do I fucking wanna, though? That's the question. Should I? Should I? You know what? I might, alright? Just because I'm a little tipsy and I don't really care. Hold on. Mean window. Get your fucking butt off my finger, you little freak. Where is it? Oh, okay. I guess that doesn't work. That's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna upload it on my drive, and then whenever it's done, you're gonna see it. Who's Mrao? You don't need to know. You don't need to know. He does not matter in this side of the community, okay? You don't need to know about him, alright? Nobody needs to know. Mrao is my personal grooming victim, but nobody needs to know about that. Ah, shit. My storage is fucking full. I'm gonna kill myself. Gulpers. Hold on. Oh, stop, bro. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my god. Hold on. Whatever. Please fucking upload. Can it upload? Is it gonna fucking upload? You know what? We'll come back to that later. Shut
like
up.
someone fake claim their mental issues or their trauma. Because don't we just love to fake claim others and be fucking ableist? Yeah, y'all do. Sorry for going off on a little.
Hey, Ace, you weren't here, alright? I already went through an entire fucking document. I went through my first 2 SASHLEY videos. I looked at Mr. Poopy Butthole's SASHLEY fucking video compilation, right? Oh my god, this is pissing me off. Cancel upload. Fuck me. I have been very productive, alright? If anything, I've barely touched my alcohol. Well, that's kind of a lie. I think I've gotten like halfway through it. That's okay. I don't really care, alright? Just shut up. Just shut up. Nobody cares, Ace.
Rant there, I just
Nobody
wanted to get
cares.
that out of my system. Also, last time I checked, with the whole, oh, well, her OC is ageless, so she must be drawing child porn.
Hold on. What the fuck is that mic?
Also, last time I checked, with the whole, oh, well, her OC is ageless, so she must be drawing
Is that Doodle Tones? Dude, I actually sound like fucking Doodle Tones right there.
porn. Ash doesn't draw porn anymore, so she must be drawing, OC is ageless, so she must be drawing child porn. Ash
This is fucking extortion.
doesn't draw porn anymore, or at least she doesn't post it publicly, that I know of. Also, just because your character is ageless doesn't mean that they're a child. I understand that she's short, but number one, it's a cat. Cats are short. Maybe that's how tall she is? Who knows? Who cares? It's just a height difference. Also, last time I checked, children don't have fat fucking tits. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay. Last I fucking checked, kids don't have big old titties.
But it has to be
Amazing
said.
take
She just
from
likes to dress up
GoatCatto.
in childlike things for comfort. She likes to draw those for comfort. Because honestly, the whole aesthetic to me, I would say it's comforting as well, but doesn't mean she's drawing child porn. Also, that porn that some people are saying that Ash drew, Ash didn't draw that. Have you even looked at Rule 34? There's a lot of artists who like to mock other people's art styles so they can draw porn of them that looks convincing. Yeah, surprise.
Birdie, Sashley, Kitty Dog. I've seen it all, motherfucker. The amount of furry porn I've seen ever since I was about 14 or 15 was fucking insane. I don't sound like doodle tones.
Happens. It's happened to Ash, it's happened to Typh, it's happened to loads of other animators, even City Bear 03, which...
I think I'm still actually saying Typh's name wrong. Is it Tiff or is it Typh? I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, that was child porn, so that's kind of gross. The fact that 90% of this community who believes this bullshit lacks common sense is just saddening.
No, Sashley does not draw porn still. Also, 17-year-old me was right. Listen to this shit.
Gross. The fact that 90% of this community who believes this bullshit lacks common sense is just saddening. It really is. Also, regarding the screenshot saying that Ash is...
Maybe that's why Poopy Butthole got mad at me. Because I said that half this fucking community, or at least the one that I'm from, lacks common sense and they don't think about shit. Good job, Goat. Good job, GoatCatto. I love you, GoatCatto.
Saying that drawing ageless OCs is an excuse to draw child porn. That's not Ash. That was neither Sashley. That was someone who was mocking her, who was in my 2019 drama server regarding Sashley. Their name is Lucas or Noodle, something like that. I don't know. They're not a very good person, but I definitely know that's not Sashley because
I don't know how old that motherfucker was, but they sent me Country Human Zoophile porn when I was like 15 years old. And when I say, listen, I'm not gonna say it traumatized me, right? But let's just say, let's just say that image is still like burnt into my brain, bro. Like, I remember it was Germany x Russia, I think, and it was a German Shepherd. Fucking one of them. They would send me, like, their zoophile porn and their rape porn and be like, this is me and Gabe. Which, like, for those of you who haven't been here, we got Gabe's side of the story of the 2019 Sashley drama. Like I said. Go kindly have some of the most obscure internet lore I've ever seen. What type of lore do I have? Birdie lore, I've got Sashley lore, I've got Spoctor lore, I've got Meowba lore, who the fuck was it? I've got Rocky Raccoon lore, Dad lore, abusive mommy lore, getting groomed at the workplace lore, fucked up childhood lore about my mommy not being my mommy. I have too much shit, bro, but it's funny, alright? My life is literally a movie, bruh. Another victory. Oh, yeah, the food at Stin lore. UTTP lore. Food at Stin lore. Jar lore. Pimpleton Mrow. Frick the Pirate. There's too much shit that I've gone through. It's so fucking... Neko Coda lore. Mushroom Girl lore. I can't.
I was in that server
There's
first
too
hand and I
much
witnessed
shit,
it.
dude.
So I don't know why you guys are showing us Noodles screenshots.
How did I
drawings
come
when-
out alive? Yeah, I don't know, buddy. Malik! Mr. Magistral Malik! I've got Dice Cult and Trash Cult lore. You see, I was smart when I was spying on Dice, right? Because, like, in their server, they had a role where, like, if you cut a symbol into your skin and sent them a picture, they would give you a role. And you had to, like, prove yourself. Well, those kids were fucking idiots. So you know what I did? I got a pen, a red pen, a blue pen, and some paint. And I painted a fake, like, a fake cut onto my arm, and I sent that in, and they gave me the fucking role. And then they tried to find my nudes, and the leader, Mortis, got a bunch of kids to cut kill goat, fuck goat into their skin because they found out that I was manipulating them into, like, receiving more information so I could hand it to other people. And they also drew me being crucified, leaked some of my old porn. But Mortis apologized to me recently. Do I support Mortis? No. Fuck no. I still disavow everything they fucking did. But, let's just say I won. I fucking won.
That was literally like, what, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, what, 4 years ago? Maybe even older than that, given how long they were dating during that time. Well, why is this relevant? I get you're trying to make Ash look like she's into DDLG, but that's old shit. Was first Ashley copying Typh, or whatever fucking allegations you want to put out on her now?
What questions do you have? This is technically like a lore stream, right? Did Mortis improve as a person? I don't know. They just told me about how Mr. Magistral Malik apparently groomed them or something. And so that's why we got into contact again on Twitter. And I got a straw page being like, do you support Mortis? You're following them on twitter.com. Listen, I don't know. Mortis changing as a person isn't something a lot of people is something a lot of people didn't expect. Which is true. Listen, I don't know anything. I don't really know anything about them personally, other than my interactions and them being potentially groomed by Mr. Magistral Malik. But if they are a better person, that's cool. However, I don't think most of the internet is gonna forgive them for what they did, even if they did start that whole, like, trash cult shit when they were, like, what, 13 or 14? Because of all the harm they caused due to it. Does my hair even look black? I fucking dyed my hair today, right? But nah. Anyways, oops. Glup. Okay, the render test isn't gonna fucking upload. You guys don't get to see that. Anyways, back
That shit
to
has
the
been
normal
debunked so many fucking times. Okay, referencing an animation, one frame of it.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot. Oh, I've got a little bit of Major Klug lore. So I actually knew about Major Klug back in like 2017, 2018. I think he was one of my original subscribers. Looks ginger. I am not fucking ginger. Shut the fuck up. I may be drunk, but I know what I am and what I'm not. I'm not one of those bucket of crab people, alright? But yeah, Major Klug. I had a little bit of lore with Major Klug. I'm guessing he was subbed to my channel or he kept up with my shit back in like 2017, 2018. Because when I started posting Vince and shit like that, he would comment on them and be like, LOL! And shit like that. What was it? I think I was in his server. I don't remember if it was... I don't really remember when it was, but I was in his server, and I think he said something about, like, recognizing me. Like I said, I've got a lot of lore.
Fucking frame, or have...
Yeah, Major Klug, he's actually in my bathroom right now. I don't know if you guys want me to go get him or something, but, like, he's taking a fat shit, bro. He left the internet, but he actually went to my house. Well, my apartment. Let's pretend it's a house. Oh shit, I just remembered. I've got a lot more fucked up lore now. Pumpkin the Gentleman. I'm not giving updates on that.
Having frames that are similar to someone else's animation. Yes, you should put, like...
How many times have I been groomed, Goat? Fuck, you're gonna make me think. My daddy? In the workplace? My dad in the workplace, on Cat Friends. 3 times on Toonator. My dad in the workplace. About 6 or 7 times.
Credit in the...
Graffiti Alopia. Oh my god, my drama with them was like so fucked up. I think I like apologized to them or some shit, but I remember I made like rant videos and stuff like that. It was pretty fucked up. I don't think I thought about how like me at 17 or 18 shouldn't be making videos on a 13-year-old just because the older adults in the commentary community were also making videos about them for being mentally ill. And then I got called a sadist because, like, what was it? I still feel bad about this, bro. Like, it's something that lives with me, right? But, on there, like, you know what? I don't think I should talk about that out of, like, respect for them because I'm sure that's also something that they were not proud of as well. I'm gonna cut that off. It wasn't great.
In the description of your video, but based on the screenshots I'm seeing, there really doesn't need to be any credit at all. Oh god. SASHLEY and Typh both did not invent the whole black sludge dripping onto someone's face. Typh did not invent screenshots of hands. Typh also did not invent this backwards looking pose. Pose theft doesn't exist, please.
I will say, I hope graffiti is actually, like, in a better place now. I've heard that they are, actually, but... yeah, we were we were not nice to them.
Shut the fuck up with your dumbass allegations. If you're gonna make a call-out video, at least have the fucking brains to know what you're talking about. Now let's get on to the more recent accusations. So the poopy butthole person made about 8 or more videos about the
You do graffiti, and I shared stuff on Instagram way back then, dude. Yeah, it wasn't great.
situation. However, it's basically the same information rehashed, so I'm just going to screenshot and summarize what they're accusing Ash of, what they messed up on, and what is true and what is not, because
By the way, I love animation meme community drama because they'll have like, this person is racist and a groomer and a fat phobe. Oh, and also they copied this random fucking furry YouTuber that nobody gives a shit about. And they also stole my character's design and their colors. Like, dude, where's your fucking priorities? Why do you think we give a shit about some random ass furry glup shitto stole my color drama? Like, die, honestly.
I don't want to spend 30 minutes talking about a bunch of stupid videos, and I'm sure my audience doesn't want to listen to me ramble about that for 30 minutes. So here we go.
But my current one does, because you guys have been here for fucking how long? How long have you guys been here? How long have we been streaming, buddy? 43 minutes. 43 minutes, babe. Oh, wait, no. An hour and 55 minutes. You guys love to see me yap about stupid shit.
Go. Let's divide this into chapters. The fat phobia, first of all.
This ain't even a fucking Four Loko. This is a Smirnoff, you dumbass.
Okay, just right off the bat, the amount of reaching this person is doing, oh my god, you're reaching so high, you can just touch the stars already. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that Sashley made a pink cow OC, she tried to draw her chubby, and then she experimented with different body types. Where's the issue? Oh no, it's a cow, you're villainizing fat people by calling them cows. No? Hello? Have you forgotten that most cows are actually kind of chubby? Also, it's a fictional character, who cares? It's not like she's drawing a fat person.
Cal, I feel like you have to be an alcoholic to know what a Four Loko is. Because I didn't know what a Four Loko was for the longest fucking time until my coworkers started talking shit about them and being like, you better not ever touch a Four Loko. I told her that I bought one and she got mad at me today. I was just like, yeah, I'm doing like a drinking thing later, right? And I got a bunch of like Smirnoff, Four Loko, Buzzball, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, don't you fucking dare drink that Four Loko. Like, baby, I'm gonna drink it if I want to.
And going crusty and musty and dirty and icky. Like, dude, grow up. Also with the picture of her making fun of people who are like, oh, look, you're...
Unironically, I think I'm gonna screenshot that and make that into a sticker for my server because I enjoy it so much, bro. Like, look at that. So cute. I like his little man titties.
Racist or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, Four Lokos do fucking taste like garbage, dog. Like, fucking hell. I was out on the lake for like, I think it was Father's Day or something like that. Was it Father's Day? No, it wasn't fucking Father's Day. It was Saturday. Last Saturday. I actually don't remember. I got a little bit too drunk. Anyways, like a few days ago, right? Me and my biological dad and my stepmom and my stepsister, I just call them mom and dad at this point because they're actually like more of a family than my biological mother is to me. Tea. Anyways, I had like what? A Smirnoff or two, and then I drank a Four Loko, and we were just chilling out on the lake. That Four Loko hit me like a fucking truck, bro. I tried to like get out of the lake, and it felt like my feet were being like tickled and consumed by sand. Obviously they were, right? Because it's fucking sand and I weigh 120. Obviously I'm gonna sink down, but it felt like fucking quicksand, dude. Like that shit had me fucked up. But anyways, my point is, I tried the jungle juice Four Lokos, right? And it tasted like dick. Swimming while drinking, insane. Yeah, I've done it before. I did it in a river. All you need is a floaty and you'll be fucking fine. Not pedo dad, alright? My biological father. Who loves and cares about me, but he had to sign it. Oh my god. There's actually so much family lore. I could spill so much family lore. The question is, should I? Obviously, I don't give a fuck because I find it funny, right? Yeah, no, swimming and drinking is really fun. I just like to float on a floaty, drink my shit, and just stare at the fucking water. It's really nice. Anyways.
Are you sure that's a reference to people who are either Discord mods or have no lives and don't go out?
What the fuck? Did I make that? Did I make
her
that?
Making fun of people who are like, oh, look, she's racist or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to people who are either Discord mods or have no lives.
Raven. Don't say that.
Lives and don't go outside.
You make this one a sticker. Okay. It's kind of, it's true. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm gonna be for real.
Bit
That's
of a
how I
truth
draw chronically
nuke from
online.
SASHLEY,
Either
bro.
severely underweight or like overweight. It's not hating on fat people. It's literally just a Discord or chronically online stereotype. What do you not get
Wow,
about that?
black screen.
Also with her
Amazing.
texting her lover.
Stop! Let me click on it.
Fatty. That's not even used in an insulting way. It's used in a cute way. I've literally done this with several of my partners. I'll be like, I love you so much, you cute little fatty. It doesn't mean I hate fat people. Do I hate fat people? No. It's just a nickname that some partners use. I'm pretty.
Let me look in the fucking comments, by the way. There was like 1,000 people who commented on that. Fat. No, I don't want to do that. Fuck off. Okay. Fat. Okay. Okay, where is it? Ashley is hated because she's homophobic, fatphobic, and racist. The fuck, bro? Are you fucking serious? And she really is a good homophobe and doesn't support LGBT 100%. She's also fatphobic, and that's okay. What the fuck are you saying? What the hell? Where's the fatphobe thing? There was somebody shitting on me for saying fatty. Where is it? Fatty. God damn it. I can't find it.
Sure,
Whatever.
people actually use that nickname, so the fact that a majority of you guys are trying to villainize her for the same thing that some of you guys do yourselves is kind of hypocritical. Just saying. So, man, if you know that this screenshot of her saying trigger warning food is old, then, like, why is it relevant? It seems like you're just bringing up old shit to try and make her look bad. Honestly, as a person who has struggled with an eating...
Honestly, I feel like Calra Vetla is my favorite homophobe. I've heard what that guy has to say about the gays, and it's pretty concerning. But it's pretty nah.
disorder for years. I find the joke hilarious, as even I've made the joke to my friends before, saying trigger warning food or trigger warning butter, trigger warning pineapple. People on the internet aren't obligated to put a trigger warning for food or for butter or for like a plastic knife or anything like that. A lot of people.
My question is, why the fuck was I the only 17-year-old saying this in my community? Why did nobody else have this fucking mindset? Like, the amount of bullshit and, like, misinformation that kids in my community were spreading about other people after watching Ponder Sprocket's video and realizing that they fucking left the community and weren't covering shit like this anymore. That's what inspired me into getting into commentary, because it's like, bro, these kids are, like, slandering each other, and a bunch of this shit doesn't even make sense. How are, like, thousands of people going with this narrative that Glup Shitto said this and did that and is a racist, homophobe piece of shit? And nobody said anything. You were 18 the time you made the video, actually, and because kids in the AMC were dumb. Damn. So I was 18. Oh, I was 18. You see, I don't even remember how old I was in a lot of situations. Fucking hell.
People outside of the art community and
But, you know, it was like insanely fucking AIDS to have to sit there and be like the one contrarian, you know, the one dude who stands and goes, I think this is stupid, actually. And then have everybody be like, you're offending a racist groomer and a homophobe. Like, hop off my dick, dude. Why don't you get back to studying for your fucking algebra exam on Tuesday rather than being all like, oh, Unicorn Fart Rizzle 49 is a racist, trans-hating homophobe. Like, nobody cares.
well, you know, the depressed people community. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe our community really anymore. Don't even give a shit about trigger warning. Some of them don't even know what it is. It's not that important to them. Now, if it's something like a flash warning, which is important in literally every community because someone could have a seizure, then I understand why you would need a trigger warning. But otherwise, it's just kind of... If it's for something like self-harm or anything suicide or harmful imagery related, then of course I would see a trigger warning for that as well. I would obviously encourage people to put trigger warnings for that as well, but anything else is just kind of dumb. It's like me saying trigger warning Splatoon. Like, okay.
Oh, trigger warning
like
Splatoon.
You're gonna see Splatoon regardless.
ZV.
Okay, let's talk about the Asian fetishism part. I'm not Asian, so I don't really have to say on this. All I can say is that it looks like all she's doing is using Asian names, and she's putting Asian text in the background of her drawings, which she stopped doing now, which is, like, okay. Now, I'm not gonna debate the Atsuki username because not my place to.
I'm white. I can't say that calling somebody racist over something that realistically isn't even racist isn't racist. I'm white. Like, fuck off.
Well, slightly debate is the whole accusing SASHLEY of fetishizing Asian.
There's like tons of people who would like use Google Translate and put like weird sentences like poopy and butt and then copy and paste it into their art program and change the fucking font and be like, this is so kawaii, which, like, obviously, you know, there's the argument of, well, hey, that's kind of weird. Like, that's just a language. Why are you using it for an aesthetic? But, like, the intent isn't to be like, oh my God, kawaii. I don't, maybe I'm just a little bit too drunk right now, right? But do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I realistically don't think that it's as big of a deal as they're making it out to be, if that makes any sense at all.
People because she drew her OC in an Asian or a Japanese school uniform. Okay, well, I don't see any sexualization of it. So what necessarily is the problem? I know.
You are already drunk. I guess so. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just feel a little dizzy, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tipsy.
Plenty of people, and
I
even
mean, I already can't speak properly when I'm sober, right? So when I get tipsy, I kind of stumble a little bit more.
I myself have drawn myself in that uniform before for fun. It had nothing to do with sexualizing or fetishizing the outfit in general. We just thought, oh, it's a cute fit. It's a school outfit. Okay, so let's talk about the screenshots and how Sashley is saying that some of them are faked. And I have evidence to back up that they are faked. Number 1, Ash does not remember saying or doing any of that. Number 2, I was actually given access to Ash's mod logs, which allows me to see the
I remember I accidentally fucking decimated this shit. Also, yeah, no, I've heard that the King of the Hill reboot is shit because of the animation style.
message logs of everything that everyone has said or deleted, etc. I scrolled through all of them. I could not find a single one of these things except for the whole racist screenshot when she was replying to someone. I'll just go ahead and show you the videos now.
Me when I do my digging? Oh my god. Yes, I have work at 5 p.m. I'll be fine. Cue epic commentary here, I guess. I don't know.
Also, the screenshots couldn't have been from a group chat because group chats don't have roll colors. Although it could have been from another server, it seems that her friends have never even heard or seen her say this stuff, nor does Ash even seem to remember, which seems suspicious and seems to point towards it being edited. Also, notice how the color roll is almost exactly the same. Maybe it's just the screenshot quality, but it seems to be the same as the color roll in Ash's main server. Once again, I could be wrong, please correct me, and if you do have actual evidence about this that isn't edited and has the full conversation screenshotted, please message me.
Why are there ads on a live stream? What the hell? Because I'm monetized. I am a monetized channel. I like to make a pretty penny off of furry drama and people who don't understand the shit they're accusing other people of. Because I like money. Speaking of, I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair. I think it's only fair we do a little bit of a, I don't know. I feel like maybe we should. Shill. 103 viewers, only 51 likes on the stream. What is this? What is this? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Give me money. Should be bombing Iran. I think that's a really stupid decision. Can you give me money? I'm sorry. Normally I would shill, but I don't want to shill anymore. Anyways, let's get back into our furry drama. By the way, I'm just saying, if you want to give me a super chat, I have a bot that reads your donation out loud, even if it's something like really fucked up. Can you... Raven, the fuck is wrong with you?
Or tell me in the comments. That would be so
Donate if you
appreciated.
want to.
So regarding
Donate
screenshots, I
if
would like
you
to talk
want
about
to.
the app usage once again. And I also want to talk about the screenshot where SASHLEY is being accused of mocking the way that black people speak. I asked SASHLEY and I analyzed the screenshot myself. This is not the case. Ash was actually just talking about the emojis that TikTokers tend to use, hence why in the screenshot she was spamming them. Now, if you're on TikTok often, you'll know that a lot of TikTokers and those who are involved with drama in the art community tend to spam those emojis on people's posts a lot. It's really not that hard to figure out. And if you look at the screenshot closely, you can literally...
Don't skinwalk Gamma. Total GoatCatto donos.
Thank you. I love you, Cal. Platonically. Thank you for the $5, Cal. That will go to my grocery fund or my stripper fund. One or the other. The money's gonna get, used either way. I don't care. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Literally tell that she wasn't talking about people's color.
Here,
literally right after she says, I don't care what color you are, that's when she says, and the way they talk too.
Real one.
Dude. So regarding the homophobia screenshots, I would like to note that the dates on this are actually kind of wonked up because if I remember correctly, it's how European calendars work. The one where she's saying, only feel like an F slur for being an analyst or whatever, it was taken on 03/10/22. So that was back in what? January, February, March, and then she's never said it since, to my knowledge at least. The rest are from 2021, so yeah. I'm not going to excuse that, I'm just trying to provide the dates because given the way it's formatted, it makes it look like it's super recent when it's actually not. And not a lot of people actually seem to know about British calendars and shit like that. So yeah, there you go. The more you know, I guess. Also, I want to state something. I do not support the usage of the F slur, and I don't think she can reclaim it. Yes, she is non-binary, which I think she uses she, they pronouns. However, they...
It's really not that big of a deal. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be fucking for real. People I work with use the F slur. Do I know that they hate gay people? No, they don't hate gay people. A lot of the especially, it's always the guys too, alright? They're like, F slur, funny sounding, so they fucking say it. They just fucking say it. And I don't have gay friends. I don't got anything against gay people. Like, obviously, oh my god, like, you can be offended. I'm not gonna dictate that, right? But in my personal opinion, I don't really care. I'm not gonna get upset because I don't have the capacity to give a shit. It's not something that upsets me at the end of the day. You can be offended. But me personally, I got better shit to worry about.
They don't seem to identify as a man, which, as for me, I am actually trans-masc.
You're non-binary. You just didn't know what you were at the time. Alright, you like using he, they. You like using he, they. Still do. Still do. I enjoy it, quite frankly. But am I trying to be a full-out dude? Do I look like a dude to you? Do I look like I have a penis? Well, actually, it's about 12 inches long. Just saying. I'm non-binary. I don't give a shit about gender. I don't give a shit about sex. I could care less. I'm just me.
I can reclaim the slur, I guess, but I really don't like using it. I find the F slur and other slurs in general just kind of iffy to use, and I don't really fuck with them that much. So yeah, she's definitely in the wrong for using slurs that she cannot reclaim. Speaking of slurs she cannot reclaim, she actually has, what was it, autism, ADHD, something along the lines of that. So although she can reclaim those slurs as well, it really depends.
I don't care if she says retard. I don't care if an autistic person says retard. I don't care if a neurotypical person says retard. I really don't care. Me personally, I'm autistic. I'm ADHD. I'm ADD. I got the nerve, right? All right? I don't care. I use that word. Now, if you're going after somebody who is mentally disabled and because of their mental disability, you call them that word, that's where I think the argument of ableism can be made. Otherwise,
depends on the way that she uses them, which, as we have seen, she used them in a negative way towards other people, which I get her frustration, but she's...
Goat, you have the jawline of a man and you're buff for some reason. I am not fucking buff, dog. I am not buff. Does this look like buff shit to you? See how... There's nothing there. I look like a dude. Problem? I will say a little bit of goat lore cunt. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. A little bit of lore, GoatCatto lore dump, alright? I think it was in 8th grade, 9th grade. No, it had to have been 8th grade, 9th grade, some shit like that. I was competing in a theater thing out of town with my school group, right? And I think it was Romeo and Juliet, and I was Romeo, right? Because nobody else wanted the role, and I was just like, sure, fuck it, why not? They tied my hair back. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. They tied my hair back, and they gave me a beard, and they gave me thicker eyebrows. And because I have the awesome jawline that I have, I guess I passed as a dude or some shit, because, like, my schoolmate took a Snapchat photo of me and sent it to their friend, and they're like, oh my god, who's that cute boy? I won. I've been fucking winning since 9th grade.
She still shouldn't be using slurs towards other people regardless, especially given how harmful they can be to others. Another issue I want to talk about is how people are accusing SASHLEY of faking being non-binary, pansexual, and demisexual/demi-romantic. However, she actually did not fake this, and she did not simply come out about it because drama. Ash has actually provided me a screenshot with her questioning her sexuality and saying that she thinks she is...
Did you say competing in a Romeo and Juliet in another school where they're having, like, dueling plays? Essentially, like, it was a play competition, alright? It was a competition. It was a competition. We would have the other schools go and do their play. We would do our play. We would watch the other people do their plays. And then ultimately, the group with the best actors won. I used to act. I used to be in oral reading. I used to be in, like, UIL and all that shit like that. What's it called? I also used to be, like, a jumper or some shit like that. They had this thing called Little Olympics, and they had, like, this pole and a mattress, and you'd have to jump over the pole and make sure your legs don't touch the mattress and shit like that. I loved it. It was so fucking fun. I was good at it. And then I got anxious and I flopped, and then I didn't win after the second round. But yeah, I was a theater kid. Fucking hell. I wasn't really a band kid. I didn't like band, right? But I guess you could compare me to the stereotype or whatever the fuck. I played the piano, I played the saxophone, I played the clarinet. I tried to learn the flute, but that didn't work.
Pan and non-binary, but she was too afraid to come out of the closet because of the people she surrounded herself with at the time, most of which who were transphobic bigots. And as you can see in the screenshots, she says that she doesn't want to be people's punching.
Oh, I also used to write poetry. I had like this big old book of poems that I made. It was pretty gay.
Facts. So yeah, congratulations. You all just invalidated her identity just because you don't like her and there's some petty drama going on. Congrats. I'm gonna try and wrap this video up as best as I possibly can, so let's get a few things out of the way. SASHLEY should not have made a drawing saying racial slurs. Racial slurs aren't necessarily a joke, but I understand why she could have been joking.
I'm gonna be for real. I don't give a shit about this. This is old. Let's watch Mushroom Girl shit. Because this is better than the SASHLEY drama bullshit, alright? This was actually AIDS. This was AIDS, alright? Mushroom Girl, a fungus in the art community. Rant slash criticism. I think I still have the 25-minute video of me listening to them yap, and then I like screech at them. This was also in 2022. I'll take this down before GoatCatto makes a video on you and tries to justify making a call out on a kid having uninformed opinions. Alright, a little bit of a lore drop, okay? Oh my fucking god. Alright. Wait, Sniffles, what are you talking about? They still kind of are. I'm confused. Oh, anyways, lore drop. Okay, so the reason why this whole thing fucking happened, right? Do you guys remember Crying Blossom? I reconnected with them like last month, by the way. But I was like 17, 18, some shit like that, right? And they were like 15, 16. They made a video about Mushroom Girl and the bisexual lesbian shit that Mushroom Girl was promoting, which like at the time I was just like, oh my god, you're invalidating lesbians. You can't say that bisexual lesbians exist, blah, blah, blah. Also, you are mean to my friend. So this whole thing was a little bit biased, alright? but I thought I was in the right. And then I saw the crooked animator make an actually decent video that I could stand to watch, unlike the video that Ephraim Mater made on me, which they actually, you know, included in their my top 10 worst commentary videos. So that's fucking fine. But yeah, this was very stupid, emotionally driven. I thought I was right. Let's see what type of stupid shit I said in this. I know Ace likes to bully me because I think there's like a line in here where I'm just all like, Mushroom Girl, we're crackers. We can't say that.
Yeah, too late. Also, in regards to Mushroom Girl being
Oh my
uninformed,
God.
that simply isn't so. As according to my research, Mushroom Girl has been called out for things like the
What am I saying?
Too late. Also, in regards to Mushroom Girl being uninformed, that simply isn't so. As according to my research, Mushroom Girl has been called out for things like the bi-lesbian discourse and speaking over black voices.
I can't with this shit anymore. This is exactly why I don't touch political topics, because it's always black and white thinking. Black and white thinking. And I'm not talking about the race. I'm not talking about the race. I'm not talking about the race. Oh my fucking God. I'm talking about the way of thinking. Not thinking outside the box. Thinking that if you're with something slightly... Shut the fuck up, Cal. Shut the fuck up. This was actually really fucking stupid. This was so stupid. I hate politics. I hate the art community's stance on politics. Because if you have your own opinion about something that doesn't even, like, slightly line up with their opinion, they think that you're this and that and Istonphobic, blah, blah, blah. Like, what was it? It was, like, this really dumb take. Well, what the fuck was it? It was like, if you voted for Trump, you're a pedophile. That's not how that works. I don't fucking like Trump. I hope he, right? I think he's a fucking idiot. But you voting for him doesn't make you a pedophile. You voting for him doesn't make you a Nazi. It just means you're probably really fucking stupid. But that's just my opinion, alright?
Ever since early 2022. It's really telling in my opinion.
Yeah,
now,
fuck
before I
Trump.
made this video, I attempted to try
If
and
World War
understand
III starts because of this shit that he did with Iran, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm gonna do it on live TV, alright? I'm gonna get into Fox and be like, I'm Tucker Carlson's biggest fan. Some shit like that. Like, fuck this shit, dude.
And me and my friends tried to calmly educate her.
Check DMs. It's a horrible screenshot. Okay. Why do I look like Michael Jackson in that one? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? This is actually fucking I like that one. I might make that a sticker. You know what? Keep it going. Keep it going, alright? I have a very... I have a fucked up face sometimes. I love it.
And get her to listen to us about why the things she was saying were harmful and misleading. However, we were brushed off, insulted, and invalidated, just like Crying Blossom was when Mushroom Girl responded to their video that respectfully tried to educate her more on the topic of how the label bisexual.
I'm gonna embarrass myself. I'm gonna try and find the Mushroom Girl video where I start screaming at her because I feel like that would be really funny. Like I said, I'll be open about most of my... hello? I think I've been open about almost all of my fucking mistakes. Mushroom... What is it? Neko Koda got involved with this shit, right? Hold on. I think this was the thing where I, like, screamed at them. Which, by the way, me and Mushroom Girl are chill, right? Like, I don't really care.
I have a question. How... Okay, my question is...
What is this?
How can you portray...
This was, like, our group chat with me and my friends and, like, Mushroom Girl, right? Because we're like, oh my god, you're not listening to minorities or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember. Where's the part where I fucking crash out, though? I'm, like, curious.
Romanticizing self-harm and gore in a good way. What?
No, I'm not. No, not a good way, but in a neutral way. Romanticization as a thing is neutral until it becomes promoting the subject. If I made
It's not.
My God,
It's
that's
not
the
neutral.
entire point of romanticizing something. Are you fucking dense? Like, it's called romanticizing. You're literally glorifying and making.
Fuck me. I thought I like yelled at the end. I don't remember like talking so much in this. What the fuck is this shit, bro? Like I said, 18-year-old me was crazy. This is so AIDS. This is so AIDS.
Something that's fucking awful into something that's cutesy and lovable. Romanticism, bro.
That's literally what I was saying. This is literally what I was saying. Can't portray it in a good way or a neutral way. How do you portray?
No, I'm saying no. Okay, I think you misunderstood me though. I was saying not that you're making that subject seem neutral. That's not what I was saying. I was saying what I'm trying to say is that the act of romanticizing something is inherently neutral until it becomes actually harmful, aka promotion. So I'm not saying that you make something bad look neutral. I'm saying that the act of romanticizing a subject in artwork is inherently a neutral thing to do unless it's in certain extreme circumstances. That's what I was saying.
If you're romanticizing something, you're inherently glorifying it.
You are! That's what I'm saying! What?
If you're romanticizing something, you might as well be promoting it as much as Schlatt promotes gamer subs.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Do you see why I don't engage in idiotic shit like this? I learned my lesson and I realized that this is really pointless. The last time I crashed out in a VC was when I told Kuma and Rao to kill themselves. But we mended the bridge. We mended the bridge, alright? We're cool now.
Romanticization is not the same thing as promotion. Promotion, okay, it's kind of like, it's like the like, all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares kind of thing. It's like it's like.
However, Mushroom Girl is currently 18 years old.
That kind of thing, and all promotion is romanticization, but not all romanticization is promotion.
I'm gonna go take a fat fucking shit. You guys can listen to this call while I take a shit.
Neutral thing to do until it becomes extreme and harmful.
I realize there's a lot of things that are romanticized. It's not just self-harm. Have you noticed that in the media that people literally romanticize abuse? Take Beauty and the Beast, 365 Days on Netflix. They all make it seem desirable. And so when you draw like self-harm images or gore with like no actual undertones of, hey, this has something more to do with mental health.
I said I was gonna take a shit, right? But like, why the fuck was I talking about that Netflix movie, 365 Days? I need to, you know what? 365 days are, oh my god, this shit was so fucking weird. Look at this shit. Hold on.
Are you lost, baby girl?
Anyways, continue.
Issues rather than just, oh yeah, I find the idea of eating someone's guts fucking sexually arousing or cutesy. Like, there's a difference.
The recent drama right now, lesbian. I want to talk about this one.
Okay. But I only want to stay on that for a little bit because I've been arguing about bi lesbians for like a week now, and honestly, I'm getting sick and tired of it. I don't think I'm going to be touching on bi lesbians again. We can my voice, oh my god. We can briefly bring it up, but, you know, I think...
That's the whole point. That's literally the whole point why we're all here, because you made that video and you were offensive and you called Blossom an idiot for no reason.
Okay, so about that video, I'll explain more about, like, my intentions with that video and stuff. So, if the video made Blossom upset, that was not my intention, and I'm sorry.
Hold up. If that was not your intention, then why did you take such a hostile tone in the video and continuously insult them? I get it, it's your brand, you insult people as your brand, sort of, but you took such a hostile tone in that video, like you were taking everything personally.
The thing is, I think, with the original thing that Gut was saying, you, the person with the yellowish profile picture, you, the original thing you were saying kind of implied that I was only hostile in videos about, like, people, quote-unquote, calling me out, when that's actually, I'm hostile in literally everything I talk about, whether it's a response commentary, whether it's just an essay-style commentary. The only reason why I'm not...
But if you're going to be a commentary YouTuber, you do not need to be that hostile towards, like, everything.
Exactly.
It makes you come off as immature. I know you may not mean it, but when you start out your video saying, hey, by the way, I'm known for being very hostile, but it's just a character. I don't mean anything towards the person. And then you go out of your way to continuously insult and call the person a moron or call everybody's opinions flawed, which, surprise, just because they have an opinion that's different than yours, that doesn't mean their opinion is invalid, especially when they actually do have personal experience and valid evidence to back up that opinion, dude.
Wait, doesn't the whole, if the opinion is different from, just because the opinion is different from yours doesn't mean it's flawed, doesn't that also invalidate literally everybody who's ever made a video on me's argument as well? Doesn't that just invalidate everyone's argument unless they're stating an objective?
I'm not watching any more of this. Where the fuck is me screaming?
Everyone, because we don't agree. I've been at this for 20 minutes.
To give me those,
Dude, this is actually so gay. Where's the part where I yell? I want to make fun of myself. Hold on. Let me see.
Stupid. Are you actually?
Where is it?
Oh my god.
Where is it?
Educated? You wouldn't be getting your fucking...
Okay, hold on.
For 20 minutes. You need to grow up. If you're gonna be in commentary and you don't want your ass to be dragged, you need to fucking mature and realize that you are responsible for your actions, and the shit that spews out of your mouth can have consequences. Surprise!
Surprise, honey! This is the consequence!
Honey, this is the consequence. This is what happens when you fucking spew about shit you are
Exactly.
obviously not educated on. And don't say that, well, I am, because I know you're not. If you were actually educated, you wouldn't be getting your fucking ass dragged 24/7 for your horrible takes. I'm sorry if I'm being mean, but I'm treating you with the same respect you gave Blossom. So
I don't care if you're being mean.
Wow, you don't care? You don't care?
Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get back into the funny mushroom fungus video.
The lesbians or bi-lesbians is harmful and misleading. And speaking of crying Blossom, when I could
18-year-old screaming at a 15-year-old the video. It was never that deep. I genuinely don't understand why I gave so much of a shit about any of that other than, you know, the Senate for minors. That's fucked up. But yeah, I don't like yelling at people. I try to keep myself calm. I try to be rational and stuff like that. However, like with the yummy cactus stuff, the reason why I got emotional at that, and like I tried to clarify, is because I'm worried for them. I'm worried for Yummy. I'm worried for Cupid Daddy. I'm worried for Junie Draws, all right? Not because, oh my god, I fucking hate you, you're a retard, or some shit like that, all right? They're fucking kids. I've been in their shoes. I understand the hurt that can happen from situations like that. That's why I was so harsh and was like, I'm not saying this because I hate you guys. I'm saying this because I've been you guys, like, you know?
Mushroom about how she responded to CB's video on her and how inappropriate her insults were. Mushroom Girl brushed that off as well. I will now show you that conversation.
What the fuck is this? If minorities are telling you in the hundreds that you are wrong about the bisexual lesbian thing, then why do you not listen to them? When people give good points and criticize you, why is it that you don't listen to them and instead just tend to ramble on and insult them, calling them a dumbass, etc.? If being mean and bitter as a commentator is your character that you put on, then why do you keep it up despite saying you mean no ill will to the person you're talking to or responding to and end up hurting? Oh, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I did Cal. This is like really fucking stupid. I'm gonna just like skip past this.
Based on what MUSHROOMGIRL has told us, she does not think she needs to listen to trans or black voices about
Sorry, I genuinely can't help but like laugh at this shit because it's like I already said it. I've said it like 500 times. I've questioned myself like 500 times, right? But like genuinely. At the age I am now, 21, I'm an old bitch. I don't understand why I cared so much. I really couldn't give less of a shit about any of this.
subjects that she is clearly uneducated on, which, in my opinion, is just fucking gross. Her excuse for this belief is that hundreds of minorities speaking up about their concerns isn't enough to—
Yes, I am 21 years old. This happened when I was 18. This was almost 3 years ago. Embarrassing times. Also, thank you, Trash.
Prove their point. As according to Mushroom, there needs to be quote-unquote evidence to back their claims up. I'm sorry, Mushroom Girl, but that is not how it works. If there are hundreds of trans—
Yeah, Cal, it's really fucking embarrassing, but I'll own it. I'll own it. You know, it's funny because these motherfuckers always try to get like a one-up on me and they're like, didn't you do this in the past? And I'm like, yeah, I've talked about this like 50 times on my streams and I've like been open about it. What's your point? Oh. Well, didn't you do that? Yeah, I also talked about that. Do you want to know about my dad, like, dressing up in diapers, too, while we're at it? Like, come on. I don't really care. Already been over it.
Trans
It's
voices,
embarrassing.
Black voices, any other voices in general telling you that you're in the wrong and spreading harmful and even hateful information, then that means you're very obviously, oh, I don't know, doing something wrong, and you need to listen instead of spreading false information. I am literally so sick and tired of people making excuses to not listen to LGBT and minority voices. It's like you don't think their voice matters unless it fits their—
Listen. Obviously, their voices matter. I would never say otherwise. I'm just really annoyed by how much time I wasted on this fucking video. 20 minutes and 30 seconds on this dog shit. This is why I don't really make callouts anymore unless they're a fucking pedophile.
your agenda. It's just sickening.
Diaper Dad versus FBI rap battle. Oh, dude. Dream versus... Okay, I'm not finishing that.
I understand that you're 15, but you've been told time and time and time again what you're doing is wrong.
They're 15. They were 15 years old. Obviously, they're going to be immature and not take everything you fucking dish to them seriously or to heart. What did you fucking expect? Sometimes it takes years for little kids to understand that, you know, what they're doing is wrong and understand the consequences of their action. If they even are wrong, that is. As you grow older, you realize that. But every time you try to tell that to like a younger person who's like 17 or 18 and you go, oh, well, you're like 17 or 18. You'll get why this is stupid when you're older. They're just like, are you being ageist to me? Why are you trying to one-up me and act like my fucking uncle? Because I was in your shoes. I used to give a shit about shit that didn't really matter. Wilbur Soot versus Diaper Dad. Who bites back harder? No, my dad pisses harder. Dude, honestly, no, I feel like my dad would let Wilbur Soot, like, bite his ass or some shit while he's in a diaper. I think that'd be pretty funny.
If you're going to be in the commentary community and try to be mature and cover
Yeah, let's speed this up. I don't want to fucking... If you're gonna be in the art commentary community, and try to be mature, then you need to act like an adult. You're fucking 15, dog. Obviously, they're not gonna.
topics that are mature, then guess what? I'm going to hold you accountable for
This is actually so fucking gay. Is there some sort of influence as to what the fuck?
Every single thing you say and treat you with the maturity that this situation needs to be treated with. I'm 18, you're 15. You think you know it all, so I'm going to treat you like you do. I'm going to treat you like an adult and hold you responsible. There will be
Dog, you're 18 beefing with a fucking 15-year-old. You're 15 and you think you're an adult, so I'm gonna treat you like one. It's a fucking 15-year-old, you retard.
no sugarcoating in this. I'm just gonna be brutal with you. By the way, I mentioned that Mushroom Girl had a history
This really is kind of like Senate now that I think about it.
of speaking over black and trans voices like this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you evidence of that now. Keep in mind that some of this went down earlier this year. However, in my opinion, she hasn't necessarily changed because she continues to speak over people when she shouldn't. She keeps speaking on topics that she shouldn't. And does she care? No. So let me go ahead and show you all the screenshots of that. Now, there actually might be more, but this is what I found based on doing my research. By the way, Mushroom
I'm gonna treat you like an adult because you are acting like one. Sounds like Lio Convoy Jr. Yeah, no, every time he's like, you're an adult, so you're gonna act like it. I kind of just get like mental flashbacks to how I behaved during like this whole situation.
Mushroom Girl also tried to address Poopy Butthole's video on her and about how she's racist, and Mushroom Girl
I forgot that Poopy Butthole made a fucking video. Oh my god, the lore overlaps. I'm gonna die.
tried to blow everything off, told Poopy Butthole that their opinion relating to the matter didn't matter, and told them to shut up. But we'll get into that once this little slideshow of screenshots are over.
What the fuck is this? What's this fucking music, dude? Cal, you weren't lying. I really did like using shitty, like, meme music for screenshot segments. Dude, I can't do this. Cal, it's gonna be like a screenshot of like grooming, or a segment of like grooming screenshots with like this fucking penis music, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna go get something.
Alright, let's get on to Poopy Butthole's video about Mushroom Girl and how Mushroom Girl decided to combat that video and defend themselves. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and play Poopy Butthole's video about Mushroom Girl, and then we'll take a look at Mushroom Girl's defense video.
Basically, this person was saying, tracing this fat phone racist, you know, kind of maybe biased, maybe that's why maybe they are just biased, but in all seriousness, they're like tracing out some racist fat phones, and it looks like Sashleys all, and they like really horribly trace it. I'll put a picture on the screen.
We're not trying to cancel you, we're just trying to hold you accountable for your actions. Also, by the way, we're going to see you as irredeemable for the rest of your life because you made a blackface joke when you were 14. And yeah, so I made a stupid mistake. I made a joke that was bad, and it was bad, and did I mention that it was a bad joke that I made? And
Oh, my mic wasn't on. Oops. I was yelling. I'm sorry. I was screaming, what the fuck was that, and why was the segment so long? Also, this is really stupid. Hi, guys. Oh, shit. I almost dropped that. Oops. Anyways, continuing. Oops. Okay, continuing.
that joke you made was actually really offensive. Really? I didn't know. And this is why. I made a cold-blooded joke when I was pissed off at somebody who blackwashed my character out of spite. I did not draw shit. And the fact that you were trying to spread it as if it's true instead, yeah, this is blackface. What the fuck? I didn't know.
People don't do it for the purpose of getting black representation. I hate to break it to you guys, but
What the fuck is she saying? I hate to wake it to you guys, but dude, okay, no hate to Mushroom Girl whatsoever. Obviously, you can't control a lisp, but I kind of find it funny how even the closed captions picked up on that. Look at that.
people don't do it for the purpose of getting black representation. I hate to break it to you guys, but changing it
I hate to wake it to you guys. This is so fucking evil. Oh my god. I hate to wake it to you guys. What, dude? The closed captions did are so fucking dirty.
Oh my god, that's So progressive? No, it's literally not in any way helping representation. People always say, oh, it's representation. No, you wanna know what is representation? It's making your own character black.
Hey, I know we're watching Poopy's video, but I just wanted to cut in and say something. There's nothing wrong with making characters black. However, Mushroom Girl's excuse of, oh, we'll just make black characters and put them in the media. You do realize it's not that simple. It's not that easy. Representation is hard to get nowadays. Of course, people are improving with the representation that they're putting out there, but it's not that fucking easy. Jesus, if it was that easy, then we wouldn't have people literally begging filmmakers to give us representation. Hello?
If you take something corporations fail to make it black, that's not gonna do shit because the character is so white and you're not gonna convince the character to turn black. Like, the character isn't gonna automatically in the canon turn black because you fan out of them being black. That's not how that works. So much, make a character that's your own character that's in that franchise and make them black. Awesome. Now you're solving the issue. Now you have your favorite show with your own OC. You know, you can put your own OC in there and the character's black. Solves the fucking issue. Oh, I have this anime. They don't have any black characters. Well, cool. Make your own black character. Put them in the universe. Boom. People literally blackwash validation. They don't use validation for people. When people make their own black character, people are like, okay, cool, awesome. But when people blackwash, they.
I don't know, Dito.
They want that.
I don't fucking.
You and me, we're crackers. We can't tell people what bad black representation is. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at Mushroom Girl's defense video against Poopy Butthole's video on her. Since it's about 36 minutes long, I am going to edit out a majority of the video that I don't think is important, so I can skip to the main parts that are problematic in the video.
To be making
Oh, the big word, the problematic. Why is it so fucking quiet? I have my volume like all the way up and I can barely hear shit, dude.
A little response on the extremely fucking bullshit that PB made. PB made a video on me where instead of actually addressing the shit I said, but they addressed a little bit of it. Mostly what they were trying to do was poison the well and make me look like a terrible person based on shit that happened like a year ago that I've already apologized for. There is two possibilities for what the bullshit you were about to see. First of all, this person saw that somebody made a video actively disagreeing with their videos, and they decided, I'm gonna go fucking try and dig up as much dirt as I possibly can and see what I can find on this person so I can make a video villainizing them. Or they were already a part of the Mushroom Girl TikTok drama, and they just happened to also be a fucking idiot when it comes to the SASHLEY situation as well. So when they heard that their oh so terrible person or Mushroom Girl decided to talk about the situation, oh look, I have so much dirt quote unquote dug up on this person. You know what? Let me make a video discrediting them as a person instead of actually arguing the shit they say. You know, that almost sounds like that's a logical fucking fallacy. This is literally poisoning the well. This is literally an ad hominem. I'm fine with somebody like poking jabs at people or insulting people in videos, but you usually have to do that accompanying an argument for that to work. Sure, you can call someone an idiot or say that somebody was racist or whatever, but you need to accompany that with your actual fucking counterpoint. That's not what you do here. You're straight up making an ad hominem attack and trying to poison the well and be like, yeah, don't listen to this person. I'm gonna show like barely any kind of of the actual arguments in here, other than the small ones that I can easily argue. So I'm just gonna spend the rest of this video showing why they're a disgusting racist person.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? The fuck? Okay.
Dude couldn't even do the bare minimum amount of research and get, new instances of this behavior. Look, I'll do it for you.
Okay, so for this part, I'm gonna have to put a huge trigger.
Hello? Why are you so silent? What the fuck happened? Self-harm romanticization via art form. What do you mean what's going on? This is your video. I don't know. I don't know. Ask 18-year-old me that. This is fucking stupid.
Didn't even decide. Put a trigger.
Hello?
Just flashes the art on screen, uncensored, no warning, no nothing. Jesus.
Hello?
I'm gonna heavily censor this because I don't know about you, but I don't want my audience relapsing. So yeah.
Posted to Toy House on November 5th this year.
What the fuck is this shit? Oh my god, this really was nitpicky, Blue. Oh my god, you're romanticizing self-harm. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. 3 years in GoatCatto years is a pretty long time, I'd say. But that's just me. I don't know, I disavow this shit. This is fucking stupid.
Posted to Toy House on November 14th this year. Posted to Toy House on May 2nd this year. Also, to explain the screenshot of me admitting that what I was doing was romanticization, I made an entire video a while back on why romanticization is a very misused word in the art community and why romanticization by itself is not an inherently harmful thing.
What the fuck? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to fucking say.
romanticization by itself is not an inherently harmful thing.
What is this shit? Why is everything so quiet? I can't fucking do this anymore. Oh, I actually just hurt my own ears. Harmful effects of romanticizing self-harm. Dude, romanticism and the gothic, genre reception and canon formation. What the fuck is this random bullshit? I don't even think I knew what the fuck I was looking up. I was just like, Google Scholar gives results against Mushroom Girl.
That is not harmful. You are not harming anyone by doing that, which is why romanticization is not a harmful thing on its own. Now, promoting certain things like self-harm and shit like that, that is also considered romanticization, but that is a much more severe and different kind of romanticization. Romanticization on its own is not harmful.
Mushroom Girl was right.
People say, you romanticize blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, good observation, bud. The horror. The fucking horror.
What the fuck is that? Hold on, let me go back.
Horror.
The horror.
The horror. The fucking horror.
We're not trying to cancel you, we're just trying to hold you accountable for your actions. But also, by the way, we're going to see you as irredeemable for the rest of your life because you made a blackface joke when you were 14.
By the way, this blackface joke was not racist in the slightest. It was like edgy, but like it wasn't as bad as it sounds. When you hear a blackface joke, you definitely think of something very, very offensive in your head, but it was not as offensive as you're thinking. Basically, I wish I had the screenshot, but
It's okay, Mushroom. I have the screenshots right here. Also, I want to correct you on something. Making a blackface joke is not only offensive, it is racist.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you made a blackface joke. Dude, I make those jokes now. Obviously, I'm not gonna paint my fucking skin black and be like, I'm black, right? But it's kind of funny to, like, take something that's not even racist and be like, oh my god, is this blackface? That's all she was fucking doing.
Blackface
Oh my god.
itself is racist. You shouldn't be joking about that. I know you.
Please.
Not as offensive as it seems. It's just hello.
basically,
Hello?
decided to draw my
Oh my god.
which, like, whatever. But I was upset because I was being, like, attacked and shit. So I just said, OMG, you drew Adam in blackface as a joke because, you know, it's an originally white character that was drawn to be black. That was
Yeah, Ace Knows Jar. Ace Joe's jar? What the fuck? Ace Knows Jar.
literally all it was. And some people construed it as me drawing blackface. I'm not even...
Why am I skipping over this? Maybe 3 years was a long time. I mean, like I said, in GoatCatto years, that's a long time. I don't know. When people call me out for bullshit, normally I try to, like, take in what they're telling me and try to change. But that's just me. That's just me. How did anybody watch this and think it was good?
People don't do it for the purpose. Yeah, so this next point basically boils down to, boo-hoo, you think blackwashing is a thing, and it's basically just compiling a bunch of clips of me talking about blackwashing, so I'm skipping it because who fucking cares? I have literally nothing to say on this that I haven't already said before. I've made basically entire videos on this. I don't care about your opinion on blackwashing, and you don't have to care about mine. Shut up.
Much? You do realize you just told a black person.
High Future Employers video?
your lost baby girl?
Oh, don't watch it on stream? Why? Why can't I watch that? Why can't I watch that? I want to watch it. Oh, fuck. I can't type. Okay. Just a robot. Wait, no. High future employers. Where is it? Is it gone? It's a funny face paint and a funny symbol. Oh, maybe I shouldn't watch that.
Related to you trying to dictate whether something was good black representation or not. Something that you cannot speak on. Are you fucking serious? And when I called
I genuinely don't know why I was trying to play like white savior over this shit. When nowadays I wouldn't give a shit enough to actually engage in any discourse about this because it's not my problem and I'd rather stay out of it.
you out in the comments for this.
This is really embarrassing.
My respect for you has gone downhill so
My respect for you. The GoatCatto respect stonks have gone down. Like nobody gives a shit, dude.
badly.
I'm the Aryan savior. Well, that has nothing to do with your race. PB's entire video is about. Oh, I ratioed. I won. Just kidding.
So much other stuff I could talk about regarding Mushroom Girl, but I don't want my video to be more than 20 minutes long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off right now. There might be a part 2 video about Mushroom Girl in the works, but
there never was.
Jesus Christ, I don't know if I can even stomach any more of this. Also, I would not be surprised if she does end up eventually making a video responding to this, which, okay, I'm fine with you doing that, but if you're just gonna disrespect me or try and invalidate me like you did to my friends in Crying Blossom, then my respect for you is completely gone. I'm sorry.
See what I meant about the emotional bias just because I was friends with Blossom? Crazy shit. That's why I don't do it anymore.
Enough sorries, I'm terribly sorry to my audience for having to sit through all of this, and for some of you having to watch this shit go down in real time. It's very unfortunate, but I do thank you for staying and educating yourselves. May this potentially serve as a lesson to Mushroom or any other commentators who are trying to be in this community and make a name for themselves. You need to listen to people. That is literally what commentary is all about. Listening to people, analyzing the information, and helping others come to an informed and educated conclusion about situations. Also, one last thing. Mushroom Girl, for the love of God, if you don't start scripting your videos,
I don't care. I think I was a bit of a hypocrite because, like, I remember back then I didn't have a whole lot of scripts for my videos, especially for, like, the videos that I would react to. I would just, like, look at the video and record myself just speaking, being like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. Where's your evidence for X, Y, Z? Also, this is a hypocritical statement given you also did this, and in reality, nobody should give a fuck. I think I was just annoyed about how, I guess, Mushroom Girl just went off on tangents, but, like, who the fuck am I to judge, bitch? I'm, like, ADHD catto and shit. Like, who cares?
I'm going to go batshit insane, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to sit there for 52 minutes listening to you just ramble on and on and on and on and on and insulting people. It's just, I can't do that. Sorry. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and if I left anything out, please let me know now in the comments.
You left your dignity. What else do I have here? Oh, I don't have just a robot. Aw, this Discord moderator? Oh, Mushroom Girl not listening to minorities. I don't think there's realistically... Oh, wait. Well, it's like 12:35 a.m. There's like 89 people watching, which is pretty cool, right? I don't know if there's anything like old, I guess, I should go over, but I'm debating it. I feel bad because we proceeded to insult them a lot in a call. Yeah, we were hypocrites, dog. We were fucking hypocrites. This was AIDS, bruh. Where's my old thing? Answering 15 of your questions. Okay. Grew.mb4. When you find out that Alias didn't truly love you. Oh, what is this? I deleted the Simtex video.
Person I've ever met.
And I'm saying a lot because I've met a lot of people. And I haven't seen you in a couple of years. Yeah, that was the adopted mom event. Pathetic, immature, ugly, shitty, awful, fat, retard, careless pig, mentally ill, lazy, failure, disgusting, sick, emotionless. It has a noose. The comments think you were the singer. I'm confused if this is a vent or not, and I'm really concerned. Run you over with my car. Listen, I hated my mommy, but like the fuck is that? Listen to me! Fucking get out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of.
And if the Five Nights at Freddy's bus crashes into us, to die by your side.
Okay, anyways. Let me look at my old vents. Gotcha trauma is really dumb. I'm not looking at that. I think I was actually pretty base. Future of the channel.
Hey guys, it's been about 4 or 5 months since I've last uploaded a video, and
why is my voice so deep? Do I still sound like that, or am I like stupid?
And that is for good reason. I just wanted to state that I will no longer really be doing call-out videos on people, as I feel I am too immature, reckless, and emotionally and driven when I'm doing commentary videos like that. And
oh, this was when Sim tried to get you to quit, or Sim tried to get you to quit again? Yeah, pretty much. Muzzle teaser, what the fuck is this? That was a year ago? Okay, that's awesome. Let's see. Suck on my big fat monster, swamp sconster. Oh, this character, by the way, that was, speaking of Sim, used to be so mature. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That little bunny character actually used to represent Sim, right? I think I like reclaimed the character later on because I got tired of like associating it with him. Dimitri and Poppy go burn. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, do it again, do it again. I can't do that. Cherub. Yeah, I remember Cherub. I still have my old account. Oh, look, this one's about my mommy and my dad. Cooking the chicken. I waited, so I give her a whipping. My daddy walked in as I'm laying it down, but she don't say shit, cause I rule the town. Yes, I still have the honey paws video, but they're like privated. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was convinced that honey paws was like a pedophile or some shit. Bro, wait, that was serious? I love that video as a kid. Yeah, that was a vent. Because, like, my mommy and my daddy, one was a pedophile, the other one was, like, neglectful. And, like, the rat poison was, like, a reference to, like, some mentally ill shit, dog. How old was that? How old was Hoedown? 3 years ago. God damn, bruh. I am now oh, this was me blaming myself. This was me. Yeah, that was Diaper Dad. What is this? I'm going to bark at you. This is when I thought I was evil.
Chester, you have done it again. Constantly raising the
I can't do this shit, dude. What the fuck is this? I don't know why I decided to use sketches instead of making the characters look decent, bruh. I'd be insulting myself every fucking upload.
From the circus and doing it foolishly. I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are. I've seen up close and personal. I know who you are. Listen here. I don't like you. I am now going to bark at you.
Yes, Spark, you were. You were there for, like, a lot of shit, dog. It was fucking stupid. Announcement and face reveal. That was a year ago? Ain't no way that was just a year ago. Hello?
Hi, some of you on the internet may know me as GoatCatto, but I prefer to be called Trish, I guess. Hi, some of you on the internet may know me as GoatCatto, but I prefer to be called Trish, I guess.
You can't even see me.
I don't know, it feels kind of weird looking at a human face and being like, GoatCatto. Hi, I haven't had a whole lot of time to actually upload and edit videos. I've been busy with my life and busy with the relationship, busy with all this other stuff. Busy bitch, busy things. I was thinking about getting back into commentary.
Yeah.
Still am thinking about it. Be on a new level where I can actually sit down and have more time to record.
record stuff and edit it. Because
Why did I lose my tan?
So I thought,
Why am I like
fuck it, we'll face reveal.
wash
I've
my
done this
hair?
before. I don't care.
Are you talking about back
I'm at a
then?
position where the shit that I said
Are you talking about back then?
the shit that I've done in the past, I regret.
I washed my hair
from,
today.
I learned from it. I still do look back at it to reflect, but still. And also because, fuck it, my body, fucking owning it, I don't give a fuck. I'll probably be uploading more commentary videos using my face, but I don't think that's gonna be very popular. I don't really care. But yeah, bye. Where's my cat? You guys didn't see my cat yet. Say hi to my kitty, Pewter.
Pump it up, kitty.
Precious. She's silly though. Yeah, I know.
She's just fat now. Pewter is fucking fat now.
See you losers.
She's just fat now. She's just a fat little cat. But that's okay. That's okay. What else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, Pewter was just a little baby. Pewter was just a child. What the fuck is this? You're my dad. Wake up. This is amazing. Amazing. Why is the audio even bad on that shit, too? Let me look. I'm pretty sure we're about to lose viewers, but that's okay. What is this? I think there's a Simtex vent in this. I don't know, guys. Thank you, Jar. I love you, Jar. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I remember the lore. Okay, so that purple bitch is me. That's Raging Rabies. We're friends now. Who the fuck was that? That's Birdie. I don't know who the other one was. That was Simtex. Wow. Open up channel workshop, open private and unlisted videos. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's fucked up. I don't want to see that. Yes, I had my own memory sonas before Birdie decided to give me my own, essentially, right? Which Birdie got mad at me for because he made like this little, you know what? You know what? No, I said I wouldn't look at Birdie's shit. I said I wouldn't, but I'm still tempted to. I'm still tempted to. I'm still tempted to. I said I wouldn't, but I mean it's Birdie, and I know a lot, and money. I do enjoy money, right? Maybe I will cover the Toastify video, but I probably won't. I probably fucking won't. I know that this thing got fucking put in the Toastify video, which is kind of cringy. Oh, look, a UTTP member. Oh, look. Oh, look. What is this? So what was it like in the mental hospital? This one girl, let's call her Patient C, would like scream every day and have breakdowns and get triggered over the dumbest shit. She allegedly did it for attention because she wants things done her way. Basically, she's spoiled. She would scream if she couldn't play a game with the boys in their pod. And she would scream and say she was going to kill herself if she didn't give a snack and a lot of other shit. I remember that. My time in the mental hospital was rather strange. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Oh! I think the flower's possessed!
Okay, that's lovely. Alright, buddy. Amazing. What is this? If you're so mature now. I think this was about my mommy.
You're so
This was about my mommy!
now, then I think.
You know what's embarrassing? I told my biological mother about my YouTube channel, right? Because I was trying to be honest about like all the traumatic shit that happened in my life, and I was like, I had a 1.2 million viewed video made on me, and also I made a bunch of events about my biological mother, or not my biological, my adopted mom, and she played this shit on her fucking TV, and she was like, "Can I show your dad?" And I'm like, "Why the fuck would you show me that?" Or why the fuck?
Red heart emoji.
Thank you for the red heart emoji. I was just like, dude, why would you want to show my biological dad event about like our mother? Which, like, for context, the woman who raised me was my biological mother's mother. She was technically my grandmama. She used to like lock my biological mother up in the bathroom so she could go out and party and get, I guess, have sex with people or some shit. I don't know. She was weird.
It's time you grow up.
Where are you, Blue?
Admit you did it. We all know you did it. And yet you still gaslight me up.
This is epic. This is awesome, actually. This is like actually awesome. We're looking at goat lore. Proxy is purple. Oh, I remember that. Where is it? You're a clown. Toaster gang. This is when I was friends with Heimguts. Where the fuck is it? Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I guess I don't have it anymore. Oh, that was the GoatCatto lore. Let me scroll. There's a bunch of, like, gyms, alright? There's a bunch of gyms in here. Bunch of fucking gyms in here. I just gotta go digging. Oh, he fucking digging me. Oh, he fucking digging in my ass, bro. He fucking Oh, that was my high school friend, Jimmy. Oh. Wow, Sans his boyfriend. Hello? Feet Catto. I'm not Feet Catto. What even is this anymore? A trip to memory lane or some shit? Yeah, pretty much, dog. What is this? I'm not watching that. You know what? I think for like my final video that I'll look over, Jimmy, was his mom hot? I don't know. I never met his mom. I bet she was, though. This Jimmy's mom has got it going on. Hey, can you like stop fucking loading my old shit or my recent shit? Fucking hell. Hello? 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 I think I broke YouTube. Keeps linking me my old stuff. Hello? It's just an endless scroll. An endless fucking scroll. God damn, bruh. Hello? Why is it repeating the same fucking thing over and over again? Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe we're... What? Hello? I think I broke it. I think I fucking broke it, dude. Cough made people think you were trans femme for some reason. What do you mean? The AHHHHH video? Or this one? That one?
As you can see, I have a jelly bean. Apparently it's...
You know, I unironically used to get called, like, the T-slur when I was, like, 12 or 13 by a bunch of people because they thought that I was a dude, which, like, cool. I don't really care, but, like, damn.
Hava flavored or something. It smells like actual shit.
Alright, that's great. Lovely. Anyways, that's not the video I'm looking for. I'm trying to play the fucking mighty blobfish because I think it'll be the greatest outro video.
This is the mighty blobfish. Watch as he sits and stares. He is very wet and slimy but fascinating. He stares. Lol. People often think of him as an ugly ass fishy, but some people actually love him for who he is on the inside, not for how he looks outside. We all love you, blobfish. I love you. We love you. You love you. Some people even have stated they want to taste the blobfish's yum yum cummies because yes, yum 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 cummies, yum yum licky 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 my dicky blobfishy.
I don't think I can do it. Good night. Good night. You guys have a good night, alright? Thank you for tuning in. I may go over the birdie video, I may not, alright? I don't care. I'll do it for money. If you pay me $5, I'll